It's a little dead meme. Fuck you, little bitch. You think you can fuck with me? Wanna go ring? Fuck you, little bitch. Hey, look, I hope it's real. Fuck you, little bitch.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Snark podcast. It is us, as always, your hosts, Chris Reagan, Tom Sweeney, Derek Blackman. Welcome to the show. Remember, don't piss me off. Go to patreon.com/thesnarktank. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. I have a bad archetype for being angry. You don't want to see that, okay?
That's crazy. Acknowledging you have that build is crazy.
I mean, yeah.
You want to really fuck with me? You know what I look? You see what I look like? You see what I have on me? It's a backpack.
I don't have that anger in me, but like I look it.
I want to see you go into a room, put a book back down, and run out. And just run out the room like it's sprint.
Well, they don't really have book bag. They don't plant bombs really. They just go in and they shoot people until they die. You know.
I think the idea of somebody planting a bomb and then running out of a room is really hilarious until it happens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's so funny. The idea of somebody like a deer trying to stand up from falling down, and like you hear like their claws scraping against the ground and running out.
Well, yeah. Most things are funny when they're not happening. You know, like I feel like that's like Chernobyl's hilarious in theory. What, are you gonna argue against that?
I don't think it is, but that's just me.
You don't think it's hilarious that so many people, so much money went into like building this reactor, and then one guy flipped a switch wrong, and then everyone's dead. Not even instantly, just like slowly over time. That is wild.
I think it's the equivalent of like slipping on a banana, where it's like that's just kind of zany, but not like haha. I can't laugh at that. That's not like laugh at.
But that's zany though.
Yeah, it's zany, not so much funny.
What the fuck is the difference?
Zany is just like more ridiculous than funny.
But do you acknowledge that there's like a scale between like laugh out loud funny and just amusement?
I don't really find it amusing. I think it's like, wow, that's just kind of wild.
So you find it zany but not amusing?
Yeah, because it's more crazy than anything else.
This is so semantic
like
and dumb.
Like a series of such small, unfortunate events happening that led to like a city turning into fucking rad roaches is like kind of wild to me. It's like, whoa, that really happened? All it took is like two motherfuckers to do their job correctly and that wouldn't have happened, you know?
How you doing? He's communing with the Reapers.
Like imagine letting that happen. Being the guy that's like, oh man,
that's Shepard when the beacon breaks.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, Shepard?
Shepard?
And
he's fucking in a euphoric state.
He's busted constantly. You can hear him nutting in his armor.
It's going
like,
through. It's
splatting.
seeping out.
It's coming up through his chest.
Shepard, you good?
Right? He's fucking thinner. He's thinner. He's sick. He's all gaunt.
Coming so much that you become visibly thinner is something that I
strive for.
Yeah. That's like what I'm working
you
towards.
You can't do that. That's so wild. You know how much cum you got ever? Probably not that much.
I think you could do it.
Because where's your cum stored?
In your skin.
It's in your balls, right? Actually, like it's actually in your balls.
Skin.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mostly from like the forehead.
Yeah. That's why sometimes when you roll around on the ground, you leave a trail of cum.
Yeah.
You slug-esque motherfucker. Slug.
You're a cum slug. Oh my God! Welcome to the show. There's not really. I gotta be real. Not much in the news.
And you know
really
how it goes
at all.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, there's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I saw people like talking about like the Costco people, the Costco dad. But like I just don't care about.
Oh,
Did he get killed or what happened to him?
No, I don't. They brought in like. I feel like I'm going insane when I read this thing because it's like Costco dad and Baby Justice brought in the Rizzler to their and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm immediately lost.
I still don't know what I've seen a picture of the Rizzler. I don't know what that is.
The Rizzler?
I thought the Rizzler. I thought the Rizzler
was a concept.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the Rizzler was like a concept of like you know.
So am I wrong? Because I see the screenshot of this kid. He's this fat kid going like. And it's saying that's the Rizzler, and I'm like, what? I'm not clicking on that.
I think the Rizzler. I think before that kid, Rizzler was a concept.
And then
because like my understanding was that
you strive to be right. Like I want to be the Rizzler.
My understanding of what a Rizzler was that you like the Riddler but with Riz. Like you went around and wielded your Riz. You know, like a smooth talker. But now it's a fat little boy, and so like I don't understand what's going on. I've lost. I feel like the etymology is just corrupting itself.
It's all different, man. Because the way people
that shirt's awesome.
People
by the way.
say things. Oh, thanks. Yeah, my shout out to my wife. She actually did something good for once. You know, she got me this shirt.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, but she was
never give a woman respect like that.
Yeah, I take it back. I immediately take it back. Actually,
you're scared. I don't mean.
I started sweating.
You think I'm cool?
my man fucking car is about to be taken away. You're like, bro, you can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that. What are you not?
You can't be loving your wife.
That's fucking disgusting.
Gay-mo.
Some dude just comes in and bashes my head in.
He comes in your head and he comes in your head and he bashes that point in your head in.
What was Riz? Rizzler, the Rizzler.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of using it as a verb now, where people saying I'm gonna Riz her up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not. I guess that's. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's already it's
functional.
changing. It's
functional.
It's changing quickly.
But then you introduce this fat little boy, and then it just like
I
don't know. Now I don't. Now I just don't. I don't follow this anymore. This is like if do you know the Noid? Are you familiar with the Noid, Kingston? Are you familiar with the Noid?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
It would be like watching Game of Thrones.
Why are you familiar with the Noid?
What do you mean?
That was
Noid?
Before your time.
Well, okay, so yeah. So you don't know at all. So the Noid, I believe, was I don't remember which Pizza Hut or Domino's.
I see now you confuse me. I was sure it was. I was sure it was. God damn it! I was so sure it was Domino's, but now that you said that, I completely doubted myself immediately.
I know.
Wait, hold on.
That happened recently. That happened recently to me on Sacred Symbols. Like where like we started. I'm sure some people in the comments are gonna know because there's some weird crossover, like at least with a portion of our audience. But like we were on Sacred Symbols, and I was talking about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Andre 3000 soon. And Colin was talking to me. He was like, oh yeah, Outkast, and he like quoted a bunch of Outkast songs, and then he said, oh, that was before Fergie came on. And then I was like,
Fergie?
I'm really confident.
I think he's Black Eyed Peas, that's why.
Well, but he was naming Outkast songs, which really threw me. And then it got me thinking like,
oh no.
Was Fergie in Outkast for like a second?
Dude,
is that possible?
Colin thinks they're both this same group?
I don't know. I really have no fucking clue.
He has 80 aliens and my humps, and he thinks they're the same
artist.
Same
fucking. That would be one of the greatest fucking things ever if somebody. Look.
No, but dude, he got me doubting, because I'm like,
yeah,
I'm really confident that
was
Fergie
so
is not. Yeah, but he was delivering it so, and he wasn't like, it wasn't like my humps. Like he wasn't quoting like Black Eyed Peas songs. I was like, he knows what Outkast is. And he successfully confused me. I was like, maybe there's like a 1% chance that maybe I guess for 3 weeks in a period of time that I was not familiar with, maybe Fergie sang with Outkast. And then you look it up, and like one of the first results is like, why was Fergie in the Outkast mix? So I was like, I don't know what's
really?
going on.
That was a real thing?
No, it's not. But it's like one of the first searches that come up on YouTube, on Google. So it's like, I look, whatever. I don't know.
Is that a Mandela that I am just 100% aware of?
What?
Like, is that people think Fergie was with Outkast at some point?
She was never Outkast.
Of course she wasn't.
No, of course
she wasn't.
I'm trying to state it so I know it. I'm trying to state it so I know it, so I don't get it like confused in my mind. Like I'm trying to manifest the truth.
Like Captain Key's trying to remember his name.
Yeah,
he's being absorbed.
Oh man, I am intrigued by this. That if there maybe is a small portion of the world's population that think that may have happened.
Maybe I don't know. And the thing is, like for me, it's like I very loosely pay attention to artists. I really have no fucking clue who made like the people in my favorite bands, with the exception of like literally the one that I have tattooed on me. I have no idea. Like I don't know who the fuck's a part of them. I don't know their history. I listen to their songs. I don't even watch the music videos really. So I don't know what most of these people look like, how many people there are.
Well, that's because you like bands a lot too. When you listen to single artists, it's easier because it's the artist.
Well, I just didn't grow up with MTV really, so like I associate music like completely like.
Yeah, I see.
There's a lot of famous music videos that I hadn't seen until like super recently. None of them are coming to mind, but like it's happened before. Where people are like, you haven't seen this video, and I'm like, no, I always listen to this song. Or I would see it like in an AMV or something. You know what I mean?
MTV was such an icon, man. Is that even a channel anymore? Did you get rid of it?
I think I don't know, man. Cartoon Network's gone apparently. So like,
really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like HBO now or something. Or it's if you go to the website, it takes you to like Max.
But it's Cartoon Network, the channel gone.
I don't know. I don't have cable.
Interesting.
Who the fuck does? Who has cable?
It's probably still there, but
It's probably there,
Who the
but
fuck has
it's
cable
probably just
nowadays, man?
it's probably just
Fucking
Larry
blockbusters.
David telling you to go watch cartoons on HBO.
He's like, hey, go watch cartoons.
go watch
him
it.
and JB Smooth are fucking having a wild conversation about something that has nothing to do with cartoons.
But no, dude, it's wild how just like a confident delivery will be like, am I wrong? Am
easily
I crazy?
throw you off.
That's
I'm
how
really.
it's always been.
I know.
It takes one
But I'm
confident person to
but I'm
say a lot of
very-
shit, and everybody's like, yeah, I guess it's right.
But I pretend like I'm right all the time because I would like that to be true. But like.
You really have no faith in your,
No,
your ability to remember things.
I'm really cognizant of the fact that like I can always probably be wrong. You know what I mean? Like I'm just open to that possibility. And also I'm just waiting for the day that I go insane. So I'm like really alert for these things. You know what I mean? The day where I'm like, yeah, the sun's gray.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
The moments, like, I'm really scared
Facts.
of that moment for, like, when I realize, like, oh, you know when you realize you got dementia? Like, when you
Yeah.
realize you got it?
Yeah.
And you're like, it's over. That's
Yeah.
it. The playthrough's done.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already like 50-50. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, I either have it already or I'm not sure 100% yet.
That's part of it.
You forget you have it. You ever saw the meme? It's really sad because my grandma has dementia right now, and she's going through it. It's really terrible. But, like, the one meme that's really funny, and I don't like laughing at it because it makes me sad right after I laugh, is the idea is that how do you know you have dementia and you look in your phone and it already pops up automatically in your Google search?
Oh,
And it's like,
you're
this is
fuck.
really fucking fucked up, but also that's kind of a good joke.
I got it.
That's kind of a good joke.
It's not bad.
Yeah. At that point, you know, I feel like life will be a little easier, a little less stress.
Yeah, oh yeah, because you forget everything that scares
Yeah.
I think maybe eventually. At first, it's probably extremely
Probably terrifying.
stressful. It's probably extremely stressful. You're just like,
But the
I feel
more
like it's
the
worse for
dementia
everybody
takes over, then you'll
you.
be
Yeah,
like,
I feel like it's worse for everybody around them. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I don't think,
Absolutely.
well, at a certain point, but the beginning where you're noticing, you're forgetting things,
Yeah,
is probably a
that's-
nightmare.
Yeah, that's harrowing, but you'll forget.
and then as the dementia
That's true.
takes over, then you feel great.
Yeah, it's
wanna
like
be-
It's like fucking Cyberpunk.
well, I was gonna say it's like being a baby. You know, babies have dementia ostensibly.
Oh, because
I
like they
think they're
don't
the
remember
opposite.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
I
don't-
think they're the opposite. I think they're just remembering shit.
They
They,
have-
just can't. They can't replete it yet, but they're
Yeah.
just learning.
That's why it's really cool. Like you can.
So
hit,
they have rementia.
Yeah, you can hit babies. It's pretty cool.
These have mentia.
You hit them. And
They,
like
they have mentia. Babies have mentia.
they got rementia.
Yeah. So
No, because re is like having it and not having it, right? Because you got to you have to have it already.
I guess that's true. So it would
So
just
there's
be
dementia, dementia, and
so I
rementia.
guess-
Yeah, it's like
If you get
evolution.
if you get dementia and you undo dementia, you got rementia.
yeah, it's like evolution and devolution. It's like
Yeah.
dementia and mentia.
Okay. So
Okay.
dementia.
Revolution.
And
Dementia, dementia.
rementia is you had dementia. You
somehow-
you unmentioned.
You got hit hard enough to where you're rementia.
you're mentioned
The
again.
idea of that is crazy. The fact that we're probably gonna have a fucking treatment for that in the next like 5-10 years is wild.
I won't
Because
take
we've
it.
lost so many people to that shit is crazy. But
I'm not
now,
taking
like,
it.
What we
we're gonna,
got?
like,
People are experimenting with like mushrooms.
Oh yeah,
Like,
psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing to use?
Yeah, so people are they're like microdosing, and apparently it's like helping all these neurological disorders, like legitimately. So I'm like, why are we not pouring all the money into that? Because I know. Well, I mean, I know.
But it's not for you to
Yeah, I
not
know.
waking up.
Niggas ain't trying to make us healthy. It's in their pockets.
Yeah.
Are
The
gonna
thing is
thin.
this, right? I really think about the idea that if we ever find a world we can like really cure diseases and like genuinely fix our way of life and like live longer, we gotta stop having kids.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Because the world gets too overpopulated. If people start living to like fucking 400 years, you can't just keep having kids. There's gonna be no space.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I
You're
think-
gonna just start living on rafts and like giant watery rafts.
Well,
in the
actually,
ocean.
so here's the counter argument to that.
'Cause the resources.
One of the resources. So first of all, there's so much land that is just owned by people.
That's
Like
true.
so first of all,
Also
we
true.
deal with that. And when people are healthier and happier, they don't have as many kids. One of the things where people are having so many kids are usually in poor communities.
That's true.
Just first of all, making not the smartest decisions. Also, making the decision trying to have more kids and have more advantage for them to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of that would be stamped out because, like, when you think about, I think about my stupidest friends. I mean, honestly, they have a lot of kids. and they don't have the resources to take care of all of them well, and they depend on the government. Luckily, being in California, it is a lot easier to get aid. Yeah. And then my friends that are more like, say, they're taking their time planning things out. They don't have kids yet, or they might have. Well, this is that's just how it is.
I get that. That's very true. There's obviously a lot of there is still more space in the world that we haven't been using, that we haven't terraformed into being a fucking place that we could live.
Yeah.
But I think already the birth rate has been declining, like not even said it's starting to increase now, where it's like people just don't have kids anymore, particularly our age.
I think the next step will boil some of the ocean. So that way that'll bring the sea level down. That'll bring more land.
I like it.
I think it's a pretty sound.
That's
strategy.
how we fix it. We're not going to do anything about the carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
We're going to lower the ocean, and so the coast we can have more beachfront property, and more people can live there. That's how we're going to fix this.
That is such. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Your mentality. That mentality is the mentality we've had the whole time. And that's why the world is in the state it's in.
Oh,
right
yeah?
now.
Well, explain to me why the ocean hasn't been boiled.
Idiot.
Yet.
We
it's
haven't
not
done
being
it.
boiled, it's being bleached.
All we just need age.
Being bleached.
Let's bleach the
I
ocean.
want one giant, huge steel rod that is like as big as like a small country.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to heat it up.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And then we're gonna dunk it in the ocean.
We're gonna dig it sideways, like kind of like at the bottom, like it's almost like the bars at the end at the bottom of an air fryer.
Hopefully, we can do it safely, so it doesn't create a giant tidal wave.
Do it safely. Don't keep
that would create that'd probably create the wildest storm. Like if the world was doing that, I'd be like, I think that's gonna create it'd be such a big storm, all of America would be going.
Can you imagine
like a hurricane at once?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine for real a boiling tsunami?
I can't.
Like rushing at you.
I can't.
Just a bunch of dead fish in it, caught into. Just
takes over you.
You're like, what's that kind of good smell? Yo, getting hit with a burning concrete wall of water is crazy, dude.
That's every element. That's almost every element put together.
That's the Avatar hitting you, man.
Have you guys seen the G.I. Joe movie?
The what?
The G.I. Joe movie.
Once. I don't remember anything about it.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
The live action shit? Yeah.
There was a live action G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah, there was two of them. Actually, there was three of them, actually.
There's a trilogy?
So there was two. There was the Rise of Cobra.
That was a Channing Tatum one.
Yeah, and then there was
one with The Rock.
The Rock, and then there was a standalone with...
Snake Eyes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't see
I heard that movie was terrible, unfortunately.
Well...
I mean, how could it... It really doesn't have to be terrible.
Why are people making G.I. Joe movies? Because... G.I. Joe was popular
before you.
Well before me. My mom was like, oh, yeah, that was kind of cool, I guess. And it was just like people bought a lot of toys.
G.I. Joe was back when like people aspired to be in the military.
Yes.
Like that's how long ago it was, where it was just like, oh, that's a great path.
I can't wait to
Post
go kill
fucking
people.
Iraq War, Afghanistan. Who the fuck cares? Like, okay, let's do G.I. Joe.
Desert Storm, people were like,
well, it started.
Let's not go there.
It started with Vietnam.
Yeah,
I think. Like,
but let's just say
everybody was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And then like it just never got better really.
But these movies came out in like the 2010s, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, who the fuck?
It's the same thing with fucking what is it? They keep doing this weird thing with some there's some of them that are slipping my mind, but like they'll take a concept or like an IP and then they'll just throw the American military into it. They did that with Monster Hunter. There's a Monster Hunter movie that I don't even know if you guys know about.
I didn't.
There's a Monster Hunter movie where the premise is, what if a platoon of army guys just were thrown into Monster Hunter? And the answer is you die. Like you don't like what are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't
What
have
if Rocky fought Perfect Cell? It's like he's dead.
Well.
No.
Wait, which
Rocky
universe?
wins easy.
No, hold on. To be fair, which universe does this take place in?
Yeah, if he comes to Earth, he's getting nerfed to being a person.
If he comes,
he's gonna be sort of the average Dominican man.
If it's in the Rocky universe, Rocky will find a way. Yeah. And
is Rocky the new Batman now? Like is he just like he's the Rocky with prep time?
Rocky with prep.
You have to see him fight twice.
Man,
you have to see him fight twice and fight him once.
I always hated that argument, dude.
What, Batman prep time?
The Batman
the prep time thing, because like, look,
it's stupid.
Batman as a character has come after Frank. I think it was Frank Miller. He ruined Batman's character like for real. That character, I think Batman is I think he has cool concept, but he's a ruined character.
Frank
Look.
Miller ruined it. Like the last
he
good, like Frank
ruined
Miller.
Batman.
Frank Miller fell from
Look.
grace so hard because he invented Batman. He invented the hot dog, and then he
didn't.
fucked them both up.
He didn't. Imagine being that
Can't
wrong
believe
and confident.
Can't
Man,
believe he
like
did.
he made the fact that he made Batman a hot dog is first of all insane. But second,
That's why it's called the Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank Miller. And
he's the guy that
you
wrote.
actually if you bought like the Dark Knight Returns, you get a free
Free hot dog.
You get a free year's worth of hot dogs.
It came with one loose hot dog.
Ew. It's in like a Ziploc. You get the
Jesus
thing
Christ.
and then you get a fucking one wet ass hot
It's
dog.
a wet hot dog in a Ziploc, and it isn't even sealed.
It's such a
It's fucking up your comic.
hot dog water dripping everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah, the Dark
and you know
Knight
what's fucked up?
Returns.
Those comic freaks would eat it too.
Oh, dude, they
would-
would preserve it
Fucking
probably.
sweet. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
oh my god, my
realistically.
Frank Miller hot dog. My Frank Miller Frank.
I'm not one of those, but like I'm not one of those, but like damn, I wish I was one of those, you know.
I do kind of regret not keeping certain like limited time like weird food items from back in the day.
Yes.
Like that lady that drank the Shrek Mountain Dew and she almost died.
Yeah.
Well, these people are.
That's crazy.
These
That's
people are
just a
not, like-
20 plus.
This is-
Why the fuck
this
would
is
you
such
think
a
I should drink that. That shit probably smelled like liquor.
Yeah.
It probably smelled like hard liquor, like moonshine.
It's such an internet
The thing
thing,
that I
man.
remember specifically was like for Spider-Man 2001, they had like red and blue, like I think honeycomb or something. It was like some cereal like that.
Something sounds right about that,
But it
but
was
I don't remember.
because they were like the waffle things, like they look kind of like webs. So the idea was like they were like spider webs, and I'm like, this is fucking. And I remember tasting it. I was like, this is like one of the best cereals I've ever had. And they just stopped making them. I'm just like, that's insane. You've
Yeah.
stumbled on something
Well,
amazing.
you know
here.
why the price I'm making, right? Because there was some shit probably in there. They were like,
Oh yeah, it's probably
we
like
can't
Red
have that.
40 and then like fucking listeria and
Probably real,
arsenic.
probably like real symbiote fucking goo in there.
Yeah.
You know about the listeria outbreak, right? With the boar's
What's
head.
that? Oh yeah, I cried, but we're good. We had nothing to worry about.
Well, I remember like I was like for like a good week I was like I can't get boar's head, and then I was at the supermarket and I was like
We're in
I
Cali.
mean-
What did you get? What are you getting?
I got
what are
like
the odds?
I think Genoa salami. I got some pastrami.
Ooh, that's bad because
whatever.
the pork.
I mean I ate it already. So
Oh yeah,
me,
because
it's the pork, yeah.
pretty much the pork industry regulates itself now.
that's fine.
Yeah, now finally,
Finally.
thank God.
Finally.
It only took probably since my grandma was a child.
Yeah, then
But
like,
it's-
of course we can dap up Trump for that. Like I appreciate him
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like
It's pretty
oh
epic.
man, yeah, I feel so good eating pork now.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Never been a pork eater, so I don't worry about it. I was really scared about it, and I was like, oh man, I can't have my fucking honey turkey. And I started getting stressed because that's what keeps me alive. So I was like, oh man, I can't have my honey turkey. in my
keeps
place.
you alive.
And then I was like, I looked into it. That's how stressed I was. Instead of just being like, oh, I can't have this, whatever. I was like,
Let me
I
ask
gotta
you
see.
something. What? How do you feel? I get annoyed that there isn't enough cuts of cold cuts of chicken. What's up with that?
I don't care really.
Like
I don't like chicken cold cuts, really, if I'm being honest.
I don't know how you don't. Like chicken's like one of the greatest things of all time.
I love chicken,
And
but I'm not looking for cold
comparatively
cuts.
to
Yeah, I'm looking for like a breast.
the
or,
only
like-
reason I like the only reason I like turkey is when it's smoked. Like
Yeah.
turkey compared to
smoked turkey and honey
yeah.
turkey. Yeah, that's how you don't eat sandwich turkey just regular. If you do that, you're a fucking barbarian.
yeah.
You're a fucking monster. That's
But, like,
that is crazy.
I have had some amazing chicken cold cuts that are like damn peppered, fucking like all these ways that I'm like, they'll take a rotisserie chicken and then they'll just cut it.
so chicken
and
is
like all-
objectively the best meat. It
great.
is. It just is the best meat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People can say steak.
But
all
why
they
have
want.
you been brainwashed into the fucking big turkey machine?
But think of it like this, right? Chicken is delicious, but honey turkey is delectable.
What about honey chicken, nigga?
I'm not looking for that.
I think
keep-
big
said-
turkey has fucked your ass, bro.
Big turkey has got
I
you.
lost a big turkey, and now I'm making small chicken suffer because I'm choosing to only
Small
eat big.
chicken.
Well, you said it was barbarism.
It's
It's
it is.
barbaric.
You
This is actually like weirdly. It connects to a question that somebody wrote in. It's the only reason I'm reading this right now.
Oh,
usually,
sick.
we get into this in the second half, but like
Let's do
whatever.
it. Yeah, let's just go.
Doombringer wrote in. Said you often call things barbaric,
I do.
but I'm wondering what you think is truly the most barbaric act a person could do. I once saw someone put their real name and face on their porn account.
Oh my god, we lost him.
That is so insane. Oh my god.
You all right?
I'm about to throw up.
Oh man, he's going.
That's awesome.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's two out of three of us now that have like spit up water on the show.
Yeah.
Derek's left. Derek's the only one left.
I try to time it, man. I try to drink in between. Like he tried to. He wasn't expecting it. Yeah.
It's like, oh, he probably like shat himself and he got out the bed. This motherfucker is real.
Yeah, that is. I admire the confidence of
I feel like a fucking dumb baby right now because I spit up on myself.
That was like that video of the guy at the baseball game.
All right, I guess I'm done with my water for now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to get water all over your desk.
Did you actually reject the water because your spores aren't in it? Is that what's happening? Like your body just doesn't.
You can't drink normal. You can't drink normal water anymore. You need those little fucking flood spores in them.
Yeah, they're upset that you're not.
He just used the opportunity. He was like, "Oh, I'll make it happen now."
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, but I've never seen a more. That is insane.
That's confident right there.
That's confidence. That's just like if your homies know you, they know you. You know.
Yeah.
Like I look at some porn that like I don't think people should be seeing me look at. You know, like this gets a little too intense for people to be like, hey.
Yeah.
You watch a girl get chokeholded and fucking DDT'd and then fucked in the butt. Like that's kind of crazy, you know.
DDT'd?
DDT'd. Basically, it's like a headlock, and then you go back and you basically hit their head.
That is fucking crazy.
Then he proceeds to fuck her right afterwards. He hits the butt fucker afterwards. It's crazy.
But anyway, he said, yeah, so he wants us to put their real name and face on their porn account when they were just commenting on videos. I never imagined any human doing this because of... Wait, I never imagined any human doing this, and because of this show, all I could think was, this is the type of barbarism that destroyed Rome. It is. It's insane. That is a wild... That's a wild thing.
That person is a beast. Like, that person is, like, the kind of guy that you would... He would do anything to win. He's, like, that kind of guy. Like, oh, yeah, I got this. Like, they send him in to do wet work. Like, he'll do whatever he needs to secure his bag. Keep him as a close friend. Obviously, don't anger him ever because he'll probably rip you in half and then throw you apart your parts.
I want to follow up. I want to know what kind of shit he's into.
Yeah, we gotta look into this guy.
Yeah,
you gotta go to his LinkedIn.
It is
people
weird.
that even comment on porn in general are fucking beasts.
It is.
They're just monstrous humans.
You know, the only time I go to comments is because
I want to laugh.
Well, yes, but it's more of I want to see if there's a single person that is upset with the clickbait. That there's so much clickbait on porn that it annoys me. So you'll see something like, say, there might even be like, back in the day, I'd watch, there's let's say a Cytheria video or something. Let's say, for example, or squirt compilation or something, and there's no squirting in it. There's none.
Yeah.
Like there's shit.
This is disrespectful.
But in the comments, I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, it's just people, so hot. And I'm like, are none of you upset that you didn't watch what you thought you were going to watch?
They're happy to get anything, man. Like, it's just like, if you're the type of person to comment, you're just happy to be there.
That's you're just glad to be invited, you know?
So I guess what is happening, and I'm like, I'm a fool for reading. That's probably the issue. They're looking at the thumbnail and just seeing tits and ass. And then there's comments, so hot, I want to fuck her. And then I'm like, but... It says what the video was gonna be. What do you?
You expect too much from the porn world, man.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just thinking that, like, I want to watch. When I had links before the Great Purge, right? Like, there were the videos I wanted. The title matched the video.
The Great Purge is such a depressing thing, man. I was gonna show those dumb book. I was gonna bookmarks to my kid. I was like, "Here's your son."
That is insane. That is psychotic.
When they're ready.
Yeah, but when they're like 17, I'm like, "Here you go, bud.
Son.
This is the best porn I've ever watched in my life,
son." You
and I think I'm gonna give him a gun, a sword, and
porn.
and his porn.
He's gonna think it's all so lame.
Yeah,
like, this is so fucking lame, Dad. I'm a cyborg.
I mean,
now.
that's
I got
actually
a sword in my hand.
That's actually true because like that quality of porn versus whatever the fuck they have access.
Yeah, they have like
porn,
VR,
porn has
AI,
already got crazy
insane
in my life. I can imagine like what it becomes eventually, dude.
No, I just want the only thing I'm looking forward to is cameras being so good that like the amateur solo stuff that people do will look good, because I like amateur porn, except for I don't like how bad it looks.
I like that the quality is bad almost. It gives it an aesthetic.
Well, see, it's the quality reminds me of that. Oh, this is real.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I still would
It's not
like
like
them
a studio. It's not like this.
Right. I still like
Fake
them.
shit.
I have seen, to be fair, like, you know, with so many OnlyFans bitches like circulating their content, you'll see solo sex workers or whatever learning how to set up lighting. They actually understand like aperture and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is kind of nuts. And so I can't do fakeness, man. If I hear one fake moan, I'm gone.
I don't watch porn right now.
If I hear one girl, I don't want to watch it no more.
There's that too. Like if I hear,
I watch porn if women are silent.
Yeah,
but as soon as the girls,
I need the stud to be moaning the entire time.
I don't want him moaning either. I just want the silent.
I want him to sound like he's doing like a combo, like he's doing like a hyper combo. You know, like
that is crazy, like an echoey, like
like reverb when he hits the pussy.
You ever see what's his name, Gen, from
Shin Impact?
Yes,
I know what you're talking about.
From Street Fighter Alpha, the Alpha series. You know, his name isn't Gen.
He's Asian fella.
He's the old. He's ancient.
He's the Fu Manchu looking dude.
Yeah, so he does this thing where his shadow essentially fucks you a bunch of times.
Like,
so he passes through you, and then his shadows fuck your ass.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, that's essentially is what I strive for. Like when I find like,
and he does
content,
that rolling kick where he like kicks up in the air.
He goes like this. He does this little like pop. Yeah. So Gen, actually, I'm probably saying his name wrong, but I swear it's Gen because it's Gen.
I think it is.
But like,
I know the character you're talking. I've never really said his name, but yeah.
I think it's Gen. He actually could whoop up Kuma.
No, he can't.
He can.
He fought Akuma.
Lore-wise.
Guys, it's so close. Marvel vs. Capcom, the collection.
It's like 2 weeks, right?
It comes out on September 12th, which means here in LA it comes out at 9 p.m. on 9/11.
9/11,
which is a great time to celebrate Marvel vs. Capcom.
No accident. That was not a coincidence.
It was not a coincidence at all.
Oh man, we hope they rest in peace. You know.
I feel like I'm finally going to celebrate 9/11 this year. Yeah.
Celebrate it?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Yeah. It's been long enough, really.
It's like taking the N-word back, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, take 9/11 back. Look, should we have the day off for 9/11? I feel like we probably should. We get the day off for so many stupid things.
It's crazy. That's in history books.
Yeah.
Did you remember when you saw that? Like when you first saw that? Because I remember like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
In high school when we did American history, we got to like modern history and it was there. And I was like, fuck, I remember this.
Well, you know what's crazy about that is that like I just kind of got used to that. From early on, like that happened so quickly that I was just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna live through these events, you know.
And then like January 6th is gonna also be in history books eventually too.
Yeah,
really fucking crazy.
That's true.
And then COVID's gonna be a really important like moment in history. COVID
probably is in history books at this point.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think so because it's about to be 2025. You figure, like, right? Like how often do they reprint these things?
They make new ones every year, so the school system has to buy them because it's a fucking fraudulent system.
Right. Yeah.
But history is also always updating in the nature of history. But the thing is that they update that shit and they don't put shit useful in it. So you're like,
although I guess what would be the reason to put COVID in a history book if you're currently living through it? I guess
I think a little more because I think we're still somewhat understanding it. Some of the things. Still statistically, and then long COVID and all that bullshit. So I think a little more time has passed, but I think it needs to be in history books as soon as possible to combat like the fucking idiots that think the vaccine was the cause of everyone that died.
They should put
and not the fucking virus itself.
They should make like a little like almost like, you know how like those cheap 3D glasses where like they'll have like the
white and the red.
They should have like they should package history books with like RFK vision. And all it does is it just makes it completely illegible.
Is that how does that help?
Just to see his
just
perspective.
To see it so we can see out
just to see out of his eyes.
If you think this is a smart, brilliant man, we're gonna do RFK.
This is how he sees history, and it's just like it turns every word into just squiggles.
Every single person that like if your parents have to sign if they respect RFK on their fucking thing, and they put those kids in a separate room, and they have to go through RFK version.
They vaccinate them against their will.
No, they don't. They go through RFK vision. So like when they hang out with their friends,
it's like the fucking Spartan program.
Hell yeah, dude.
They're not learning. They're like, guys, I learned something about bare necks.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
I don't
going on.
understand.
Wait. So to answer this question,
Yeah.
I remember one of the most barbaric things that I remember seeing specifically. And it's like, it's not the most gory or the most gruesome, but one of the most like genuinely like, how the fuck could a person do that? Do you remember that video of like the lady who was like fighting with this guy and then she hit him with her dog?
Yes. And he took the doggy.
And he took the dog and then now it's like his dog or whatever.
Yeah,
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It's like, how are you going to beat somebody up with your dog? That's like a Dead Rising mod. It's not real. It's not a real thing.
That moment would
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in tandem. If I was already obsessed with him with their dog, if a woman hit me with a dog, I might be like,
Yeah, that might be difficult. It might be difficult to not beat that
I
person up.
hear the dog squeaking. I'm like, you hurt this beast. It's a friend. I might punch and I'd be like, fuck, I'm really going to jail. No, not a flea scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. Yeah, I don't know. Something about like.
I would take that dog. I'd be like, if you come near me again or this dog, I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna make this dog learn how to hurt you.
You should be able to emancipate a dog like that. Like, no questions asked.
You should emancipate dogs in general if they're like, they just don't. If you see them not being treated well,
I
somebody
firmly
come-
believe that.
Yeah,
Every
come with me,
person,
beast.
every person I see that is walking their dog, high noon
Yeah.
on a hot summer day.
I like to do that personally.
I would alleviate your pet from you, and maybe take a swing at you.
I like burning my dog's feet.
Yeah, it's really cool, ain't it? And
Yeah.
it
That are
like
crazy,
builds character.
It builds character. It makes
I see it so
makes them
often.
strong.
And I was like, if this is not, there's always moments when I see like, oh, this is the perfect encapsulation of like what is wrong with society, like just the lack of empathy. I think because like their feet are protected, so they can't even conceptualize that my pet, my best friend, allegedly, his feet are probably fucking aching.
Allegedly.
But since they're fine, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to me, I was like, this is why we're in. A lot of people say that about shopping carts. Like, right? They're like, this is a perfect encapsulation of what's wrong with society.
Well, with the shop, like leaving the shopping.
Well, like
carts?
say there's a very easy
People
method.
that don't do that are
it's like,
insane to
let's
me.
work together. Let us have empathy. This causes people's cars to get hit. This causes a lot of fucking issues. It causes problems for the employee that needs to collect them.
Well, the thing is this, right? People assume that like it doesn't really take anything to just put it away. It is just being done to help somebody else. Because
I put shopping carts on the sidewalk.
Some people come in. I've taken them home with me before. I've taken them home with me before.
I try to wheel them into the street.
I take them halfway. I
And
take
they
them half.
lock. I'm like, no, everything falls over. Because I'm moving quick. He's like, oh, I gotta get out of here with it. And then it locks, and I just flip over. All my shit falls out.
I take them halfway home and then I leave them in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, man.
directly in the middle.
You
of
know,
the street.
technically, that is a little bit better because
Yeah.
it's like
I don't leave them in the way of cars. I wedge them
the
somewhere.
people that like because they leave people. Oh my god, some of the ways that everybody's
Yeah.
seen it. You just like you sigh because you're like, man, we're failed. We're not doing well.
It's almost like people like I've seen people basically like ostensibly like functionally, not literally but functionally. They might as well leave empty shopping carts like loosely drifting towards a fucking Mario Kart boost pad. You know what I mean? Where it's just like they'll leave it like at the top of a hill, loosely or something, and it's just like, what the fuck are
insane
you
because
doing?
People could just that's why people are like, oh, people are fucked up because it doesn't take much. They're never too far away from me to put them away,
Yeah,
and someone will pick it up, right?
yeah.
So it doesn't have to be your problem, but all it does is make someone's day easier. I always put away. I make an effort to always put it away. Like I try to. I feel like I haven't not done it in a long time.
what do you mean you try to? Do you do it or do you try to?
Because I
feel like you can't try to put-
because right now I'm.
You know what I mean? You either do it or you
now I'm
don't.
trying to remember if I've always done it. So like I feel like I've,
I'm sure like when you were a kid, you
I-
probably didn't. You know?
Well, when I was a kid,
No,
that doesn't
my
count.
mom.
That
My
doesn't
mom
count.
was very adamant. Like, I think it's because also working in since she was a bus driver for the MTA.
Oh
you
wow.
you fucking.
She lost love for humanity.
She basically So
go dark eventually.
It's one of the no. It's one of those things that. She's like, I never want to be like these people, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
never want to be like the absolute sludge of humanity that she has to fucking carry. And you know, and so we just act accordingly. It's like, hey, don't drop trash on the don't litter. Don't fucking, because that shit's going to end up in
That bothers me
Yeah.
almost to an unreasonable. Like I get more angry at littering than I should at things that are probably worse.
Yeah.
The
You know
thing
what I
about
mean?
littering is that littering, it's if you look, you'll find some place to put it. Just look around, you'll find somewhere to put.
Well,
your
like,
trash.
so what happens?
It's just such a disrespect for your own like living space. Like, I just don't know. You live here. Like fucking like what are you doing throwing shit on the like I really would put people in fucking jail overnight for littering, like genuinely.
Yeah,
like
remember our dictator shit? Like 100%.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Especially people who throw shit out their car window and
that
it's
is
on a fucking
that is barbaric.
Like, just you have a car.
You have a car.
You don't have a fucking cup holder or like a ashtray or
You
something.
can keep it in there till you get to a fucking gas station where there's always trash cans.
Yeah, it's never like you're not like you don't have anything like obscenely disgusting in your car. Generally speaking, well, you're not sitting there with like a fucking plate of spaghetti, you know, where you're like, I gotta get this out of the car right now. It's usually like it's an empty wrapper or like an empty can or an empty bottle or like just paper. Fucking hold on to it until you get home so you can throw it away. My car is always like so fucking crystal clean as fuck because
I got some energy drinks in there, but like, so I don't throw them. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
The next time I gas up, they will be thrown into the trash can.
It's so simple, and I don't know, man. It just bothers the hell out of me.
Imagine doing that. Like I don't know. Like
I see paper bags like tangled into plants, and it pisses me. It just it really it really fills me with rage.
Yeah, like any of those people that say like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" Like, I want them dead.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely littered before because I'm from the city, and I feel like New York City is just the nature. You just literally throw trash all over the fucking place. That place is fucking.
No, you don't.
Just have no pride for your fucking where you
filthy,
live,
dude.
No, you don't do that.
I feel like I did that.
Yeah, you probably did that because you're a fucking animal.
Well, no, I don't. I stopped doing it as I got older because I lived in a place that was beautiful. So I was like, oh, I don't want to destroy this nice place.
The city specifically,
no,
but the city specifically should instill you with a sense of like, oh, I shouldn't add to this.
I was like, it felt like adding because I didn't think of it then. Obviously, I was younger, but it was like adding. It's like, what's the, how is it gonna hurt putting more fire on fire? You know, it's already fire. It's like whatever.
It's such a fucking terrible.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Obviously,
but it's a young person's logic. But as I got older, I was like, I probably shouldn't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because I was around like actual wildlife and beauty, so I was just like, I shouldn't. I'll be hurting things that literally live here. Like a raccoon might eat this and then die, and like it's a raccoon, but still it's alive. You know, it's just, I should have just like outwardly harmed this area.
Yeah.
But then I moved to Cali, and like this place is in general like way cleaner. It's just like a way cleaner place than like anywhere I lived. No, it's not cleaner than back home. But I don't know. California.
I mean, California is huge, also.
Yeah. Well, where we live, I'm talking about like area where we live, because it's definitely not prettier than where we came from. Because that's actually that's only a good thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice place. Yeah,
it just looks nice. That's it. I don't know what it looks like now anymore. I might be heroin addicts like fucking dangling from trees and shit.
Hopefully,
it looks. I mean, it looks pretty. You know, there's definitely economic problems.
That's the only thing about that place that I like is that it looks pretty.
It's fall in the winter and all that shit. Like, you know, you get like fucking. You know,
miss that so much. The snow covered mountains.
You're gay though.
Okay, I
guess. Facts. Facts are facts, man.
I don't know, man. I really.
Gays are gay.
Yeah, I think I would genuinely like kick a person to death if I saw them like throw a cup on the ground.
Yeah, you just don't have to. Just hold in your car until you fucking get a chance.
Even
to
just put your pocket. Like, what are you doing? Like, hold on to it.
There's so many.
There's trash cans everywhere.
There's
like,
so many options.
It's such an American thing too, and that's what bothers me. Is that like it's like this culture of like we don't fucking care, fucking you know, fuck authority, and it's like it's not even authority. It's just you. You're doing a disservice to you when you do this.
Yeah,
because you're wasting our money, all of it. I don't know.
We're a very backwards country, man.
Yeah,
we're very, very backwards. We have the potential to be great, but we just like
apparently Japan is fucking amazing.
We haven't killed off the right
Japan,
people.
You see, go ahead.
Japan, like they have like they have no trash cans on the street at all, or like specifically in the cities, like something like I know Tokyo doesn't. They have no trash cans on the street, and there's no fucking litter because they just respect their fucking surroundings.
Yeah, they grew up. They're also not incredibly stupid.
That's true.
I think that it always comes back to that.
I don't think it's a stupid. I really think it's like an entitlement thing. I think it's like we're just taught to like not give a shit.
I think it's stupidity.
I
think if you could think for a moment about what you're saying, then you'll be like, oh yeah, I live here.
Yeah,
I'm building up my home.
I think
and then they won't do it.
What is the most basic thing? Like people say the golden rule. Yeah. I think like if you're too stupid to even realize that like if I want to live like this. I want to live in a clean place. I want people to respect me. And for some reason, they're too stupid to even like to have that even be a thing in their mind. So, or like something as simple as returning your cart. so it doesn't cause problems for other people. You would appreciate that for
all.
yourself.
Well, yeah, no.
And they're too goddamn stupid to even realize
Having
that.
the
You know
ability
what
to
else,
understand,
too?
look outside of yourself is how people would be able to do things, and people that are dumb, obviously, a cat can't understand that it's another cat. It's itself looking in the mirror.
Well, you know what the benefit? One of the benefits that I thought would happen because of COVID was that like the masks thing would have had people be like, oh yeah, if I'm sick, I'll wear a mask, because they do that in Japan as well. You know what I mean?
all
Like,
over
it's like,
Asia.
even if it's just like you're like a little bit sick, if you have like a flu or like a stomach bug and you go outside, you'll wear a mask because you're sick, and it's just courteous. And I thought that would happen.
It would
Like,
have.
it would have.
If
it would have.
people
yeah.
weren't so fucking stupid and listened to Joe Rogan and others.
Yeah, and
that were like, "Oh, you're a pussy for wearing a mask." I'm like, I don't know what to. Oh, I guess doctors are pussies now. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I guess we're entering a new era where
I guess people
you're
that
fucking.
infectious disease are fucking stupid. Go into a quarantine zone with your dick and everything.
I didn't know
and
when
then
I
let
was
that
a
happen.
kid and I got chicken pox, right? Because the chickenpox vaccine was not completely popular just yet.
Yeah.
It was still on the out, like
Really?
yeah, it was still at the point where it was still popular to just make sure you catch it while you're a kid. And the vaccination wasn't like booming yet. So I, of course, had my mask on when I had my fucking chicken pox, sitting to wait to go see the doctor, blah, 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 because that is just what you do when you have an infectious. That is what you've always done. I even say to those retards that are like, oh, that's pussy shit. And I'm like, if you read of course you don't read a Bible. Even though you're religious, you're devout.
Right. Yeah. You get the Cliff Notes.
It talks about, even way back in the day, those fucking idiots way back in the day understood. Cover yourself because that motherfucker is spreading something. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. I just know that if I get near this person, they fuck me up.
Dude, chickenpox in retrospect is
You ever
kind of
chickenpox?
crazy, huh?
You ever got chickenpox?
Of course, I have the scar on my forehead.
I don't think I ever got it, but I might have got the vaccine.
I have a scar on my forehead from scratching one of them
I
off.
hope you got the vaccine.
I might have got the. I think
I
got
hope
the
you did.
vaccine. Because my grandma's a doctor. There's no way she would not give me the vaccine.
Yeah.
That's why my brain is like, I don't think she would not give me the
scar still
vaccine.
there?
but
You
I
probably
never
got it.
had
You just don't remember.
I never got it. That's why the kids had chickenpox, and I was like, wow, that's weird. I'd be right
Yeah, you're a
next to
little
them.
bitch.
I had
was
it,
like,
and I-
wow, your fucking body's not
The hell is
strong.
that? AIDS?
Well, dude, I just
you got skin AIDS. Let's get him, guys.
no, but dude, if you remember chickenpox, like having it, it's like kind of like if that happened to you as an adult, it would be pretty traumatizing.
You can die.
Because it's like what the fuck?
severe.
Like, it's pretty crazy.
You are very likely to die if you have the virus if you don't get it when you're younger.
The older you get, yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah.
You can unalive. That's fucking crazy. I think that's
Don't
so
say
insane.
that. Don't say that.
Don't say never say that again.
I'm not saying it for the safing. I'm just like the idea that like you
No, I
will
know,
not
I
be
know,
here.
I understand, but
Yeah,
like,
just
but like, I
crazy.
just on principle,
You'll
we do-
fucking die
We
and
do not
perish.
say. Here's the thing on this show: we do not say unalive. We do not say essayed. We do not say fucking. All these other
Whatever
fucking
else.
euphemisms. What was it?
I said what? I just said whatever else.
Yeah,
I
like
don't wanna
whatever
hear none of
else
that
you
shit.
can listen. If you're gonna talk about fucking murder and
Grape.
rape and all grape,
That's
pissed me the
another
fuck
one,
off because you're
grape.
still saying it.
It's rape.
Yeah, with the.
Just say it. Man. Everybody,
Grape
and I
is so
mean this. I mean this.
disrespectful.
By the way, I mean this sincerely. I mean this fucking sincerely. If you've ever contributed to this, if you've ever said unalive, essayed, I just understand this. You are less than me. You are less. You are less of a person. I do not respect you. You're dumb. You should go away forever.
I love
You know,
that.
Piccolo opens his mouth and a beam comes out of his mouth. I want to do this to somebody that says graped.
It's just so.
I
it's
just
just-
imagine a girl, crying her eyes out, telling her story. Like this girl, the alleged sexual assault or the rape of that girl. It was accused Alex Pereira, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine if she was saying essayed and grape and she's crying. I'd be like, I am so sorry. I want to feel for you, but this infantilization of this,
It's so dehumanized.
so
I hate how
crazy.
AI it feels.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
Visceral language is important. You gotta have visceral language sometimes because the fact is that you have to
Yes.
you have to feel uncomfortable when people are talking about things like that.
Right.
You have to because
Emphasis.
it's not all right.
I
well,
need-
George Carlin had like that great bit about soft language that I still think about like to this day about like how we just like soften language to the point where like it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, that's
And
why
it's
I
like,
really.
we
I
got
agree
we
with
gotta
Carlin.
I
stop.
like how much he used the hard R because of that.
Yeah.
I like Carlin. I think Carlin's intent is always very good. I think some of the things he says and the arguments he says, the words he uses, I don't always agree with, but I really respect his argument.
In what way? What do you mean?
I think the idea of calling because it's I think about not Native American thing. I'm like, they're not Native Americans. It's like, well, they call themselves because they were the first people here.
Yeah,
that argument is the only thing I disagree with. They were the first ones here, so they would refer to themselves as the ones that are native to this place first.
Right. His
that
point,
argument,
though,
his
I don't think is wrong necessarily.
What is the word?
Because they didn't name it the Americas. So the idea that they would name themselves after the thing that, you know what I mean?
They often call themselves natives. They don't really.
No,
say
yeah,
Americans
right. Yeah.
But the idea is the what is the phrase he was trying to use?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
When you talk about the origin of words, what is that called again? The
etymology.
The etymology of the words he's using is
or the
correct.
taxonomy is also.
Taxonomy is what it's written down, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Speaking it. So the way he used to define the words, he's right in that instance. I agree. Because Indio means people and God, obviously. So that's why the phrase, technically, calling them Indians might have been not the worst thing to say for them. But I just don't agree with the phrases he used. I think his perception of everything else is often fucking spot on, and we can kind of see it.
Yeah, I mean that one was that one to me was like iffy and debatable, but like I don't know, it's like
I still think the phrase he was using were incorrect. Incorrect phrases, absolutely right intention of words.
I guess
I think there's so many times when I've listened to a comedian or anyone or watching a video or something, somebody says something that I'm like, no, I don't know about that, but then I just keep going, you know.
It's not like it's cogent and it's like well reasoned, and it's like. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree 100%. I do think it's like unfortunate that like that the Native Americans are called Native Americans when they are not technically like they didn't have that name, that Americas wasn't real. But yeah, it's not really the point.
We call them that because they're different and
it's also it's like anything else, right? Like the fucking Japanese people don't call themselves Japanese. They don't call it Japan. Like they don't like. So it's the whole thing is like
it's language. Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly.
I've accepted it because it's historically this is what we've done.
Yeah, but you can also change language too. There's nothing wrong with that.
You can if there is enough.
Unless you're trying to change Spanish.
Language changes.
Don't try to change Spanish.
If there's
they
enough,
go crazy. They go fucking crazy about
well,
that.
it's already so convoluted. Don't change Spanish.
If there's enough of a push,
the whole
culturally,
dude, like the Latinx shit. Like, listen.
I just don't care. I think that's my biggest thing. It's like if someone wants to be referred to something, that's my argument with that, right? I understand that the Spanish language is very gendered, and I know there's points to be able to get around even saying gendered things in Spanish if you know the language well enough. Because I forgot the phrase, but I know there's a way to be non-gendered in Spanish when you're referring to somebody. But if someone wants to be referred to as something, it's not going to kill you to just do it.
No. But what I mean is, like, I don't like the phrase because it's just like it's literally an Americanization of Latin culture. Like, that's not fucking real.
It's an American phrase for Latin people. That's true. It is. If
you want to go down like an even crazier rabbit hole, you could argue it's literally more colonization. Like literally,
that's
it's
true.
like no, you're speaking. I know this is your language that was foisted upon you, by the way. But can you say it? Can you alter it in an English way?
I think it's
the fuck on.
It's
like
for me,
pick your fucking battle.
I
at this
agree.
point.
I agree that perspective of it is right. But I think if someone just wants to be, because I do know two people. There's not a lot of them. I know two people that would rather be referred to as that
Latinx
because they're like non-binary.
Yeah, they're
Latinos.
not O or A.
They're non-binary Latinos.
All right,
that's it. Granted, they're also born in America, but that is how they would rather be referred to, and it's like that's fine to me. I don't really care.
What I think it comes down to is I think collectively, I think most reasonable people just feel this way. I understand how you feel. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't care. It's really just that, because it's like, when you say Latino or Latina, it kind of offends me. Could you call me Latin? I'm like, I guess like it's so.
I think that's all it takes. It's like, okay, my bad. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Truthfully, I will do that for English. No problem. You know, I'll call you whatever you want English, except for like the weird neo ones. Whenever it's like Z-Zen. Well, I don't know what the fuck. With all due respect,
we just don't know anyone like that.
That is so.
We don't know anyone like that. So
no, exactly. That's not a real person.
Yeah,
that's like 0.2% of like the fraction of people that exist anyway.
Tumblr,
but
maybe.
But Latinx, if somebody was like, please refer to me as Latinx, I would be like, respectfully, I respect that. We cannot have a relationship.
Yeah, in the
I
same,
cannot be friends with.
that.
I simply cannot.
It's the same as Z and Zim or whatever to
Right,
me. Finding the person that wants to be addressed as
That is true. That is
Latinx.
Well, my thing is this.
I've never seen this. I've never seen these people. By the way,
my thing is this. Right?
You will not find
my
them.
whole life,
Unless you seek them out.
being around queer people, right? But this whole argument, I've never fucking understood it.
Your queerness? I don't understand. What?
That's a deep bag. That's like a deep thing. We really don't have the time for that.
All right.
That'd be a 6-hour show for me speaking by myself, and there's no open air. But the idea is that whenever you, from my experience, right? Every time I've misgendered somebody, or I've said the wrong phrase to someone, or I've just misidentified somebody, it's never led to a argument. Ever.
Right, of course.
Never led to an argument. It's never led to anything disrespectful because of the way I handle myself. If I say,
yeah, if you argue, you're kind of crazy.
You're insane.
Like with a person, there's like a stranger, like even just like somebody that you kind of know.
Well, no,
It's insane.
You're ruining the country.
But
Yeah,
it's
no, that's crazy.
But even on my side, right, me saying something incorrect, it's never led to anything other than just like, oh, would you mind just calling me this? I'm sorry, it's this or this.
Yeah.
And it's a simple interaction that goes. One time it happens, I make a mistake. I've done it a few times to one person I know, and I feel bad every time because of the fact that I know this person closely. And instead of me just obviously having the forethought, you go based on your fucking dumb eyes as a human, and we say dumb things. So we say the wrong thing sometimes, even though we know we've been corrected on it. Sometimes it's like, oh,
right, yeah.
We make a mistake. You know, like if I see a cat every day of my life, and then like all of a sudden you see something like a hyena, right? Hyenas are like dogs to me, right? So I think hyenas are dogs. Apparently they're more close to cats than like
Are
that.
they?
So technically they are.
I thought hyenas were
Like salamanders. Or
yeah, I
something.
thought they were like lizards. I thought they
all,
were
jokes,
like
all jokes aside, though, and it's never
not
led
a
to
joke.
anything. It's never led to anything fucking derogatory. And you could always just simply be like, "Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry," and then accommodate that person at one interaction. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It's never been anything bigger than that I've seen.
I
in
hear
my
everything
life.
you're saying, man.
I
I,
s-
just
right,
haven't been in that situation.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
for
so
sure.
the thing.
Seldom.
The thing to me.
Oh, it is.
That's
It's
all.
not
Well,
common.
yeah, and
That's why you are being a smart person. You'll be like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry."
If it
and
happened,
then go
sure.
and then fix
Right.
the way you're speaking, and then that's it.
But the thing to
Because
me,
you don't have to change your whole
Right.
lifestyle. They're not telling you rewrite the way you've thought your whole time. You're like, okay, just give me the simple respect of this interaction, and that's it.
I think that's fine. And I think when you're talking about just English-speaking American, people from this place that are from this culture, it's like, okay, well, this is where the language here naturally is going, right? And this is like just how it goes, right? This is from here. I feel like when you impose it on like a completely different language, I feel like at that point it becomes like I don't. This feels like mega uncomfortable, like in a way that I don't even think they're fully aware of.
I feel like that conversation though. It just feels fake too to me though.
Yeah.
Because like what you're saying is like I feel the same way, but I feel like I'm doing a almost like a right wing video of talking about a scenario that I'm never gonna encounter. In a way that like I hear that there's some of these people like actually I was watching the Majority Report. And this woman that was a guest on there, she actually used Latinx. And I was like, oh, she's one of those. I was just thinking of like, oh, she's one of those. She's trying to not offend anybody, whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, in her life, that woman that used that phrase or that term, I guarantee you, I'd bet money on it that she actually hasn't in real life ran into somebody who actually wanted that type of language. Maybe somebody has reached out to them as a a social media person. She's like online,
Maybe,
and
yeah.
be like, "Hey, excuse me, would you mind doing this kind of a thing?" And that's when you might be like, "All right,
Well,
bro."
the thing, yeah.
I mean,
Well, the thing for me
it's
is also
a
like
safer phrase.
Well, the thing for me is
like-
also like I'm maxed out on the people. Listen, I'm maxed out as far as like
Yeah,
people that I know and who are in my circle. I don't got room for other people in the first place, So like for somebody else to come in and be like, "Hey, this is how I speak," I'm like, already you're starting at a deficit because I don't want anybody else here.
I don't know, man.
So are you more like say so they said like this is how I speak, meaning that this is how you like address people, and not like say the other way around. Someone's like, could you please address me like that? What are you? What do you think is more ludicrous? The person that is changing their language to accommodate other people to be like, I'm gonna say Latinx from now on, or say the person coming up to you and be like, could you please address me as Latinx?
I think it's fine to ask. I just
Yeah.
also think for me, I'm just like, look, man, that to me strikes me as so wild.
Like
that,
either
I just-
scenario.
But I just don't get
I
why
can't do
it's
it.
so wild though.
Because it's an Americanization of Latin culture and the Spanish. It's already fucked.
I get it. I get that. I get what you're saying. But at the same time, if someone just asks you to refer to them as a certain way
realistically, I probably just wouldn't refer to them in that way at all. You know what I mean? I would just avoid calling them Latin anything. I would just be like, I'm not going to defer to you in any way that could put me in a position where I call you something.
That's what
I'm not going to go out of my way to hurt people. I'm not going to go out of my way to be a dick.
You really call them their name or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally try to often use explicitly non-gendered pronouns entirely when I talk to people because of the fact that I don't know what the fuck's going on most of the time, and I don't want to be put in a situation where I offend somebody.
I don't think that's fucking true, though. See, like, the way that we're talking, I'm like,
no.
99.9% of the time.
No, when I'm speaking to you guys.
We're inherently talking about a very specific situation.
It is such
this is not real.
You guys, I say bud, I say dude, I say bro, shit like that, right? Those things,
queer.
For me, I say, but when I say those
that
things,
is true.
right,
that's how you refer to people.
That's true.
I don't be like, yo.
Yeah, you do.
I've never said that in my life.
Dude, the first time I met you.
No. In conversation, when I'm just talking to people regularly, when I'm saying jokes around you guys, I say slurs out the fucking ass. It gets out of pocket. If you recorded me speaking for a full day, I would get assassinated probably. How many people I would offend? But when I'm just talking to people in like very social interactions, I usually just don't say things like talking about, like, I don't really say she and he. I say they or them or he or like bro. Like I say like bud, or I say bud a lot. Yeah. Or I say dude. That's been like my fucking phrase my whole life.
Yeah.
But it's if someone just asks, he's like, oh, what you call it? Like, oh, would you mind doing this? I'd be like, yeah, I guess. This isn't gonna bother me.
I think for me, I would just, if somebody asked me to do that, I would be like, I'm just not gonna mention where you come from. Like, I'm just, because I simply refuse to say that word authentically.
But that phrase is like saying Latinx.
Because I hate that phrase. I really hate it.
Saying Latinx in general is so like, when are you gonna really say that? Like, when are you gonna say like
that is
exactly
my
the
point the entire time.
Like,
that's exactly the point.
Because I guess when you're like referring to, because I would say like Latino people, I guess I'd be like, oh, Latino people. But that means so many more people than just like, because I'd rather say Hispanic if I'm talking about Hispanic people.
First
I'm
of
not
all,
saying Latino.
I don't like. I'm trying to think of a like because
when would I say that? Like, because Latino,
it's not going to happen.
Italians and like French people too. Technically,
look, we've said things. I mean, it could be. Whatever.
It does. No, I think it literally does. It means people that have Latin descent.
It could, yes.
But come on.
But
that's what the word. That's what word. Yes. But words have meanings for a reason.
No.
How does
words change over time?
How does society?
Societally, right? Like,
that's what matters always at the end of the day,
right? Because more often times if I'm speaking about
like
saying the word Latino,
bad and cool,
right?
man. Like, it's just how
you're
it
very
is
right.
Specifically how society interprets something.
You're right, right? Yeah. But as I'm speaking the word Latino, right? I'm referring more often for me, people that are Hispanic.
Sure.
I say Hispanic people. I don't really say Latino.
That's how we do
very rarely I say that.
It's very because people say Hispanic.
I don't think people know what words mean.
To be fair, no. Because to be fair, I mean, I don't think you are necessarily ingratiated in that part of your background as much.
What does that mean exactly?
You know, I just don't. Would you consider your upbringing to have been particularly Latino?
I think my grandma is very Latino.
Right, but like your day-to-day growing up.
I don't know where to define that.
This nigga ain't even fluent in Spanish, man.
I mean, I'm not, but I can conversationally speak Spanish.
I can hear it. I can understand it. It's hard for me
to I speak Spanish every day to my
But you understand,
mother-in-law.
like, if you say, like, if you were that ingratiated with the, your like Hispanic culture, I think one of the first things is learn the language of that culture.
I disagree. I think you can say that because you're not a Hispanic person in America.
Because
a lot of Hispanic people in America, like a lot of people do speak Spanish, are very, very true. That's a fact thing.
I feel like that is
a fact.
A basic standard of like, say, a culture. Like, say for example, if you're like, I feel like I'm really in touch with my Armenian side. Like, do you speak Armenian? I understand it a little bit. People can be like, "Oh, you're pretty Americanized."
No,
like,
that's
true.
Well,
you can be Americanized,
but there's context.
Yeah,
there's more context than that. Right?
It is. I'm just saying to be engrossed in it in the way that, like, I'm not trying to offend you.
No, I don't think offensive because I understand.
Yeah,
like,
I just feel like it's maybe a basic standard.
Most because, like, for instance, when you talk to people like my grandmother about this, right?
Yeah,
my grandmother is very anal about. She was very anal about people like. If you should know the language that you should speak before you as a part of your culture. You should just know it, right?
Yeah.
So for me, when I grew up, I didn't really understand the fact that people that were, because my family is a rainbow of people, so I just thought that black people spoke Spanish too. I never really learned it because of the fact that growing up where I grew up, I didn't really need to learn Spanish, you know? It wasn't like a thing I was necessary for me to really speak.
Yeah.
My sister learned it because she was taught by my mom directly. My mom taught her Spanish, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, I didn't really need to learn it, right? I could still always sort of speak conversationally Spanish, especially much better now. Like now, if I need to speak Spanish, I can speak Spanish.
Oh man.
But the idea
tell
is
me
that
something
like,
sexy, man.
why would I say something sexy?
Tell me something hot. Like tell me something like tell
I have to know how to say the word first. So what is it?
Say the Reapers are approaching.
Yeah, I'm not good enough at Spanish. All I just know is like approaching. I don't like coming. How do you say coming?
I don't know what approach is in Spanish.
Yeah, like coming, approaching.
Come is ven. Like
Yeah.
come, and then ven aquí is come here.
Yeah, I know like a key is here. But like say like you're in the act of something.
we say it with a B.
happening, like
Huh?
We say it with a B.
I mean, most people say it. That's like ven is like if an American person is saying it, that's how they would say it.
Like my family would say, "Ven acá."
Yeah, ven acá means come right here.
But
yeah.
I don't,
El
but-
Reapers O.
Reapers
El
está aquí.
coming.
El Reapers El Approachio.
Approachio.
But in all fairness, though, I think language is very much so one of the most important parts. But there's several facets to culture, you know, obviously.
Of course.
I would say I definitely grew up more Black American than anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up more Black American than anything else, but
Yeah.
I do speak patois. I also did grow up hearing Spanish my whole life, knowing how to be able to recite the songs, but I know what the fuck they're saying in the songs.
Yeah.
So I think that is
Spanish is also just a big part of New York too. To be fair, like
It-
especially around where we
It
were.
is in the Bronx and in like Brooklyn stuff like that. It's very. But
But that's what I'm saying. It's like my family. It's just that. You know what I mean? So it's like it was
I
very
it's-
much like Latino was a pretty common thing to hear. You know?
I agree. As I got older and I looked outward of like just seeing things more, I would understand like, oh, Latino means everyone that was fucked over by these people. That's all it means.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
if they spoke Latin first and they shot through your area and they fucking they made what became us eventually through that unfair means.
Right.
That's what Latinos were.
Yeah.
But French people are
But they are
but
technically.
they're
not
not
Hispanic.
Latinos. They're
I
not.
will say that there are people I have seen.
They're Hispanics. They
I
are.
have
Yeah.
seen people that
They're
we would
not.
consider.
No. We're Hispanics. They're not.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Because
Yes.
Filipinos are Hispanic too, and they're fucking in Asia.
Yeah.
So are Spanish people, which I don't agree.
But
I
what I'm
don't
saying-
agree with
but-
that.
But
That's
like
what I don't agree with.
they're more Latino than fucking French people are.
I disagree because Latino just means you're of Latin descent.
No, but it's a different thing now.
It's not. It still means
All right,
that.
all
That's
right.
what the word means.
All
That's
right,
why
that's
we have.
fine.
That's why we have the phrase Hispanic
Well, see-
literally for that.
Well,
Right.
there's people that try to like. I would say there's most people that don't care.
Yeah.
And then there's people I've seen on like Facebook, like one
But
of
I'm
those.
only- but I'm
not
only arguing-
Latino, not this. I'm Hispanic, and I'm like, all right.
But
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'm
I don't care.
I'm also arguing only the definition of the word. I'm not arguing like, oh, like no, like they're Latino. I'm just saying like
I think a
that
lot of
word-
people
what
understand
that word
that.
means.
They just
No,
don't
I
care.
understand. I understand
They
that.
just
It's
don't
just that
care.
definitions change, and also just the fact that like
shut up.
I just would
Shut up.
I would put my money on that. There's probably like 5 French people who would be like, yeah, I'm Latino. You know what I mean? Like, there's just that's not a thing.
Probably a brown French person.
I-
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they'd be like, I feel Latino,
Right.
but like
I
the
guess they
fucking
would
all
just-
those niggas that were in the Paris Olympics, none of them are like, oh, I am a Latino.
I think they'll just say technically, yeah, I guess, but
That's
I'm
why I'm
French.
Monsieur, I am Latino. Like, what the fuck? No, get the hell away
I think
from
it's
me.
just simply they'll be like, yeah, I am technically, but I'm French.
I don't even think but that's what I'm saying. Is I feel like if you grow up in France right now, even if that was technically true, there's no way you know that. There's no way you even consider that.
I'm a
I just don't
Latino
know.
male.
I just don't know.
It is me. I am Latino.
I am
I do not know. Like,
Because
No.
like,
Nah, get outta
that's
here.
the argument with
Las-
Haitians, right? Like Haitians are Latino people.
Haitians?
Yeah, like objectively, they were the first Latino fucking colony ever.
Okay.
But like it's like
Haitians are
Yeah,
Latino.
because they're French.
Because they're French?
They were colonized by French people.
Sorry, they were the first Latin American country. They were the first Latin American country, technically.
If you want to call it, I was just thinking
Technically,
like the people. I was like, no, them niggas are not.
Yeah, but was it
Latin?
Yeah,
but
they were the first
I
Latin
understand what you're
American country, but like
I understand what you're saying.
was it called Latin America when they were the only country?
I mean, I don't know.
I doubt it.
Because it was first called, what was Haiti
Dude,
called?
I
It was
feel like we
called,
sound so goddamn stupid right now.
Oh, probably, whatever.
It was called Hispaniola
right
first.
now, I just kind
Right
of
into the
drifted out of
show.
my body, imagining me listening to this conversation. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I want to die.
Right into the show if you're dumb in French.
I have no problem with French people, bro. Except
I
for the
haven't
fact that
fucking,
they gave up. They gave up. They're fucking
yeah.
cowards. But other than
Look,
that,
man, that's true, and then it's also not
Well,
true.
they also like beheaded their king. So to be, or
They've done
they
some cool
put
shit,
the fucking
man.
they
That revolution, yeah, that was
popularized
lit.
that whole guillotine thing. It's pretty cool,
couple of things. they've
pretty
done.
base, pretty
All right.
sick.
all right, whatever,
They
man.
fought hard a couple of times.
Their streets smell like
Not all
fucking
the time.
hot piss, so whatever, man. You know?
I mean, they do need to clean up. Maybe they cleaned it up during Paris. I don't
My
know.
grandma went there and said it smelled like fucking flaming piss. And she was like, I've never smelled a worse place. And I've been to Canarsie. And I was like, whoa. Whoa, grandma.
What's Canarsie?
Canarsie, I think somewhere in fucking Jersey. That's just horrible.
That is, well, man, I guess
Jersey.
It's,
Look,
it's Jersey. Yeah.
They say-
Jersey's terrible.
Those fucking Costco dads are gonna kill you in Jersey, man.
Yeah,
The chocolate chocolate.
the Costco, dude. That
I would shoot him.
are they?
If he approached me in any
you-
sort of aggressive manner, I would shoot at him.
You
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
have bodies in their basement? The Costco people.
I think they are the bodies in their basement. I think
They are.
they're husks. I think
There's
they're
cadavers
husks
that started
walking.
walking.
Yeah. Did you see that one where they were talking about like fucking? They were doing like a collab with Sam's Club Indians. Did you see
What
this?
do you mean?
I'm not even joking.
What do you mean?
There's like
Wait,
this-
so there's a meme of Sam's Club Indians.
so so there's this
do you
Indian.
mean? What
So
do you
there's
mean?
this Indian family that like did a
We are
collaboration.
Sam's Club Indians.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
up. Shut up.
Of course, we like to have curry with our. Do they sell hot dogs at the Sam's Club thing?
Yeah, they do.
I don't remember. Do they?
Of course, we like to put curry on our hot dogs.
Are you sure?
100%.
Damn,
How do
curry
you
hot
know?
dogs might be
Was
good.
it Frank
actually.
Miller's hot dogs?
Stop.
Comic accurate hot dogs.
That sounds good, actually. A curry hot dog.
Curry hot
sounds
dog. I was like,
kinda good.
when I said it, I was
Curry
like,
hot dog sounds
actually.
pretty dope, actually. But no,
Yeah,
like there was
one of
this
mine
meme. It was like, we're Costco guys. Of course we're gonna stop and get a fucking I don't know pizza. Hey, Sam's Club guys, what you got? And then it would cut to like an Indian family, and then they were like, we're Sam's Club. They didn't have an accent. We're Sam's Club guys. We have fucking whatever
What?
Sam's Club has.
What incarnation are you doing?
Lost me. You like?
They
Oh, they
don't
didn't have
have
an
accents?
accent. I
Okay, so-
immediately
all right,
checked
so they-
out.
all right, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so they're just like,
Hold on, let me draw.
We're Sam's Club guys.
Let me illustrate it.
I know my skin happens to be brown, and that could be entertaining, I guess.
So this is
You're a fucking cunt.
Well, imagine if the Costco guys were like, "Hey, we're Costco guys," and not some stupid, "Hey, we're Costco guys." Of course, we stupid and fucking dumb and retarded and fucking live up in stupid.
so there you go. This is the illustration that I figured out how to teach. It's Indian person minus the accent,
I mean, it
minus the voice.
looks like he's saying, "Buh, buh." Buh. Okay, so
Anyway.
Indian person minus the accent. He's like, "We're Costco family."
We're Sam's Club guys.
Oh,
Of course,
Costco.
we stop by by Sam's. I don't know. I really don't remember Sam's Club that
Sam's
well.
We're Indian. Of course we like dosa.
yeah.
We're Indian. Of course we like
But so this
What's
was
their
happening.
bread called again? Naan.
Naan? Oh,
Yeah.
God, dude, garlic naan is fucking.
Yeah, I had it was like a quesadilla. It was like with naan. It was like it was
naan
like
quesadilla?
It was
Ooh, that
like
sounds
yeah,
good.
it
That
was
sounds
really good.
dope as hell.
You know what's
actually.
crazy? When I was around Indians, I never, ever, 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 ever had naan bread.
How's that possible?
Ever.
But it's so
ever.
good.
Did you eat with them?
Constantly.
What did they have?
Dosa. Which is like.
I don't know what dosa is, actually.
It's like.
I knew like one
Sounds
Indian.
Latin to
rice.
me.
Well, all that language is fucking interchangeable like that. People give words. There's fucking Spanish words in Japanese,
Hell yeah.
So,
That's
like,
pretty crazy.
Fucking, all that shit. There's also a bunch of Arabic words that are Spanish too. It's fucking makes no sense. But
Dude, I heard somebody call. You know that there's like a specific Middle Eastern kind of like number 30 like image. I can't remember what it's from. It's like from like some religion thing or like I really don't know. But somebody was like, "Oh, is that the Arabic number 30?" Which like all numbers are Arabic. That's what numbers is.
All numbers are in Arabic?
Yeah, it's the Arabic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know
literally.
that.
It was.
That's
I think
where
literally
math
math
comes
wasn't
from.
math invented in like
Oh, I know that it comes
The
from
most
Middle East,
important
yeah.
math, like say that we were like revolutionized things like algebra and shit. We're like, fuck, let's go.
it's literally algebra.
Duh, bro.
My spirit stands up and walks out.
Hello, we are
That's
we are Sam's Club guys.
Oh my God.
We going.
Anyway,
My name Apu. We are Sam's Club.
You're a cunt, dog.
we were doing this. We were doing this a lot before the show because we were talking about like how there's like an unusual amount of like Indian racism on Twitter right now.
Wild numbers.
Like
Numbers on the
anti-Indian, like
board,
weird.
bro.
It's like it got so bad that fucking Mudahar got into his escape pod.
Oh, that's right. He
fucking
did leave.
jettisoned off into
That was
space
crazy.
like he was playing fucking Eve Online.
Out of nowhere, he spawned an accent too. It was crazy. It was like,
I
guys,
spawned an accent.
I gotta move the heart.
welcome to my dark room.
It just got too bad. He's like,
it's crazy.
I'm out.
It's like
I'm
for no
fucking
reason.
It's
gone.
And for
really
no
bad.
reason.
I don't know where it came
And look,
from.
to be fair, I haven't seen it on my feed because my feed is. I'm just not racist, but I've seen
It's all over my
screenshots.
feed, and it's all over my
know.
feed and
Well,
my account.
no, We know. Of course it would be on your feed.
Wait. On my account that I've been using now, it's nothing there. I've not posted anything disrespectful. I have not liked anything.
But it's
fucking
linked to
crazy.
your original. You're the mascot of racism, basically. Like, of course you're gonna
It just
get.
follows me. It's like bad luck. But like, it's not like I don't know why I'm seeing so much, and I'm like, dude, I don't like.
He doesn't know why.
I'm literally
Man,
clicking
he's like,
not
I don't
interested.
get
I'm like,
it.
I don't want to see this. I don't like
Yeah,
this.
you're clicking not interested, and it's not believing you.
Yeah.
It's not
Because-
believing me because of what?
Because you're saving cat videos where cats are singing the N
No,
word.
it's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. Instagram is too late. It's gone. I'm gone. It's gone over there. Instagram is done.
It's gone over there.
I'm trying to see if I'm finding any of that.
My Instagram is ruined. It's so much racism.
That is so weird. So I don't know. I haven't read this yet, but I was like, let's see how far I have to scroll before I see anything mention India. But like, so this is Dr. Parik Patel. He's BACFA, ACO. He's a bunch of shit. So the CEO of Google is Indian. The CEO of Microsoft is Indian. The CEO of Adobe is Indian. The CEO of all these major companies are Indian. FedEx, Palo Alto. And then he says, but according to X, all we are known for is that we smell bad. So it's real.
Yeah.
This motherfucker came out. He probably never tweets.
How many tweets down is this? From
This
your,
is look.
That's not
Stop.
what. That's like less than 10 tweets.
I did like it was probably I did 2 big swipes and then I saw the word Indian. I was like, oh, here we go.
Laser focused.
That's
I
fucking
don't know
crazy.
what's going on, man. Indian people are cool from what I don't know.
I just think so. What I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. So, you know how every once in a while, like, the conservative movements will like to pretend like they actually care about women. So
When?
they pretend. They like to pretend. They'll go on this crusade like, oh, we care about women or some shit. And so when a lot of Indian women and doctors came out and said that like, oh, we're being terrorized by a lot of freaks over here and nobody's doing anything about it. So then they were like, oh, they're going to pretend to care about women, but this is their opportunity to shit on brown people.
Jackpot.
So yeah, that's basically all that's happening right now.
Also, I'm mostly a bunch of shit about immigrants, stuff like that too. About
Well, that's because the election. and
over
shit.
there and over in the
Oh.
UK and stuff like that. It's like asylum seeker.
Oh, that's because
that
that one dude shanked all those people. Remember that one dude shanked all those people, and this happened probably like a month ago or something.
Was it
It was like a large attack. This dude killed like 9 people by like shanking them.
Really?
And yeah, in the UK. And you don't remember that? It started all these fucking like super extremely racist white people coming out and blockades and beating up brown people in the streets and stuff.
Oh, that's what happened in London, right?
Yeah.
Where they're having the fucking riots and shit.
Yeah, that's what that was. That's
yes,
all it was.
You're right.
So yeah, like that's why there's all that anti-immigration and migrant sentiments because which I know like people like Tommy Robinson and all those fucking people from back in the day, Paul Joseph Watson, are so happy right now.
Yeah, it's really sad, man. It's a lot of
Hey, we're Costco guys.
we're Costco guys. Of course we're dying inside.
We're Costco guys.
I actually want Costco. I'm mad that I don't have a card.
I have one.
You do?
I can use mine.
Oh shit, you got it on you?
Not on me. No.
Ah,
It's
damn.
on my pad.
Go.
What the hell?
Imagine getting robbed for your Costco card.
Blower.
He leaves everything but the Costco card.
Yeah.
Costco card in one of my IDs.
Motherfucker just wants a hot dog.
You have multiple IDs, right?
No.
On you?
Yeah, I have multiple.
It's literally.
Do you mean like your identification, like a picture
I have my
ID?
license and I have I have another ID on me as well.
Why?
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
What do you mean?
I feel like you're not allowed to have more than one ID
I have
on.
one that says my real name. I have one that says
I think it's
Show it to the camera,
punishable
show it to the
I think it's
camera.
S. Johnson, and it's the one I give them whenever I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, there you go.
This is me. It's
I like that.
White man. It's a white man. It's Chris, literally.
I remember a friend of I remember a friend of ours. We won't name him, but like I remember. Do you remember?
Jim Jones.
Do you remember he held onto that guy's ID for a really long time? Because he just found it.
Why? I don't know why he did. He was holding on to it.
He
You
didn't,
should probably give that back.
He didn't mail it back to the address.
He just kind of had it.
Eventually, like that person literally already replaces the thing, and then it shows up. Like, oh, thanks, asshole.
Go, dude.
I
Thanks.
don't
cunt.
remember I don't remember what the context was. I wish I could have.
It was so out of it.
Maybe we'll.
That apartment was such a fucking fever dream of a place.
All right, well, never mind. It's Jalen. Never mind. It's fine. It was years ago.
What? No, I didn't.
He's the only person that could be referred to. That apartment was insane. We talked about that apartment. It's fine.
Actually, I mean, I don't know all the people you live with, so you actually
It could have been anybody.
The audience is hyper autistic, though.
That's true.
Okay, fair enough.
Hyper.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Hyper.
We'll probably talk about it on the show when we have him on.
Jalen. Let's fucking
Let's eat him.
let's eat it. Someone just shows up.
He did give it back. Like he did have it for a while, and he was like,
Yeah, but that's worse. I feel like if someone I got it back way later, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, what the fuck, asshole? You might as well have kept it at this point.
One time my boss at Starbucks threw away my wallet with like $115 in it
that's so cool.
because I had it on like I had it on like
On the throwaway pile.
like a rack holder or something like that because I was doing dishes, right, and I went to throw out the garbage and I came back. No, I went to the front to help somebody because I was doing like manning the front doing dishes. So I left it there. I went and came back and he was like, "Oh, I threw away the garbage," and I was like, "Dude, that was my weed money, bro." I was so mad.
See, now I don't feel bad anymore.
What do you mean you don't feel bad?
It was your weed. You were gonna buy $100 worth of weed.
We're gonna split an O.
Split an ounce for $100. I'm gonna kill myself and you.
We was important to young me.
I don't feel bad anymore. I thought, oh man, $100. Like you could have done a lot with that. He's like, I was gonna buy a fucking ounce of weed.
Yeah,
I'm smoking in one day.
I would try. I would fucking just wake up.
Try.
Just get a big get a big fucking dumpster, fucking put a face mask on it that only funnels it into me.
It's the dumpster right outside your Starbucks. You're just fucking laid up against your dumpster.
I'm so high, it's scary. I'm literally floating.
Kixie, you gonna be in tomorrow?
I just scream.
So
I like the Freddy. I like the Five Nights at Freddy scream.
Good enough. Did he give you $100 back?
No.
What a bitch.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have given it back to you.
Yeah, I should have.
I would have went to corporate. Dude, corporate. Did you know if you just Karen corporate, they'll give you a bunch of stuff? I shouldn't be saying this, but it's like a real thing.
Thanks
If you just Karen corporate.
Thanks for single-handedly. You're about to ruin so many businesses.
All the Karens already know. I just don't. I hope we don't have any Karens in our audience.
Imagine really complaining at a place for something like mildly inconvenient.
Imagine finding the corporate number of a place and calling them.
Like that's so insane.
It's fucking beyond insane.
Well, I've technically done that.
Look,
I did that for my internet company.
Yeah,
I've
but
done
that's
that for
a
internet 'cause it's
genuine
made me freaked out,
grievance.
yeah.
Not like say, so I used to date this girl that worked at Olive Garden, and she would tell me about motherfuckers getting gift cards for a lot of money by bitching to corporate about just bullshit.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah, no,
Imagine
I
doing that.
reported them to the fucking FCC. I was like, yo, you're fucking me up right now. I can't do my goddamn job. That was when I think I even talked about it on the podcast. I must have because it was so traumatizingly ridiculous. Where I had 7 Spectrum people come to my house in 5 days.
wow.
It was ridiculous, and none of them could do it. And then I threatened I filed a complaint with the FCC, and then they came and fixed it. I don't understand why it needs to get nuclear before
It does
you fucking
need to.
fix.
That happened to me at a gym. There's a gym called EOS, or some people call it EOS, but apparently it's pronounced EOS. I signed up for the wrong. There is 2 of those gyms on the same street. It's a street called Centennial in Vegas, and I just saw Centennial and chose that one. That's going to be my home gym. It was the wrong one. So I went to him like, hey guys, can you just change my home gym? Like, cause I just literally live right down the street. Oh, yeah, we actually can't do that. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what does that mean? He's like, we have to get like the higher up person. Okay, fine. I talked to them. oh, okay, we can do that, but you have to pay this like fee. This like, and I was like, what do you mean, a fee for changing a fucking spot? It was a mistake. It was literally the next day. I signed up online, and they're like, yeah, we can't do it. I'm sorry. So then I actually wrote to the Better Business Bureau. Yeah, and then their vice president of the company emailed me back, and he was like, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we fixed it. You're good.
I was like, I don't complain like that. I don't have that in me to just complain.
I do when it's bullshit.
I have it when it's my fucking internet.
When it's the internet, that's your livelihood.
I don't know, man. I just haven't really run into it. That's
You've never run into a situation like that. I promise you.
So like that was my situation was so fucking absurd that like are you really trying to tell me right now,
dude? I literally couldn't.
This and press enter.
I literally couldn't record this show or send you the clips because my internet would go out every 15 minutes for 20 minutes. And it was just like, I can't do it. I can't download a game. I can't watch a full episode of Seinfeld. That's like a 20-minute show.
Right.
Without this cutting out. Like, I can't make calls. I remember there was a time I tried to call them while my internet was still active, and then the internet died and it cut me off. And I was like, this is not okay.
I complained once because it was about a flight, and I think that's the one time I kind of like lost my cool on somebody because I feel like flying, I'm already stressed enough. And I feel like there's like this Indian fellow who like it was another Indian person. God damn, I hate to be that fucking guy, but it was an Indian guy, and I was dude, why can't you just give me a refund for I literally got Flyers insurance for this exact purpose, and he was like, I can't really do that for you. And I was like, look, dude,
if you have Flyers insurance and they couldn't refund you, is that what you're saying?
I was like, can I just change my flight to something else?
Oh, change your flight.
And they were like, we can't really do that. And I was like, all right, then can I get a refund? He was like, well, we give you a refund. We have to be doing that. I was like, dude, just give me a fucking.
See, at that point, you'd grab the person and twist their heads.
Yeah,
just give me a fucking refund. Like,
airports are no joke, man. People become animals at airports, and I kind of don't blame them really. Like it is just like the worst fucking environment. Like you are dealing with so many stupid people in rapid succession when you work when you're at an airport.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'm knocking on wood, man, because I haven't had a horrible situation other than during COVID. That was the only time where, it was like maximum everything's fucked. Yeah. And it's like information's not, I guess, syncing up because like, oh, I'm going to go visit JoJo. The country just opened up. It is cool now. And then at the airport, apparently they didn't get the memo. And they were like, no, you can't fly here. And I was like, yes, I can. I know I can. It is officially on their website. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I had to call the embassy and hand this piece of shit the phone. Like, hey, here is the ambassador of this country. It's cool now.
You have to call the embassy. That's great. I never had to call an embassy. That's wild.
I am calling an embassy. I feel like I can't get through. I feel like you shouldn't be able to call an embassy. Because I feel like if I would just prank call them all the time.
Well, you literally can if you want to.
That is so insane.
You can if you want to.
I would do that. I'd be like, if I was younger, I'd be like, let me just call fucking Tibet. I finished the game a little early. I'm like, man, it's like 9 o'clock.
I think the worst flight experience.
Bitch made.
I think the worst flight experience I ever had.
Yetis. Hang up the phone. Like, what the fuck? Like some dumb shit.
I don't even want to think about it.
I don't like losing my cool because when I lose my cool, like I don't like, especially in person.
I lose my cool internally in those situations.
Right.
Like, I'm screaming internally, but I'm like calm.
I've never yelled at. I've actually, the closest I ever got was I was dealing with some tax stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, I got fucked over by TurboTax one time.
Classic.
This was before I knew that. I thought I got tricked. I thought when I first started YouTube, so maybe the second year into YouTube, I did TurboTax.
Don't do that.
And well, yeah, obviously that was years ago. They somehow didn't file my shit, even though I have proof that they said it was filed. Like, and they don't keep their records either. So to wash themselves of responsibility, they say, oh, on our end, we only keep records for 3 years. And I'm like, that is the most horseshit. Anyway, long story short, I had to deal with the IRS. And this fucking lady, she was like, oh, we're going to, this was a California thing. They were like, you owe this money. And I was like, I haven't been getting any notifications. I thought everything was taken care of. And she was like, well, you have till this time or they're going to garnish your wages or something. And it wasn't that much money. And I was like, bro, this is crazy. I'm so behind on everything. Can you give me an extension? Can you do anything about this? And she started like scolding me like I was a kid that fucked. I explained the situation.
Yeah.
And she was scolding me like I was a kid that like stole or I did something wrong. And this is you're reaping what you. She was fucking like. It was the wildest thing I've ever. I was like, lady, who the fuck are you? You're just why are you talking to me like this? I didn't say anything rude to her. And she was giving me, before I even, like, she was giving me attitude and, like, punishing me. And I'm like, I've never, like, a regular employee having, like, a power, like, as if she's like, I am the IRS. My name is fucking, Internal Revenue Service, or whatever. And it was the craziest thing I ever, and that I was talking a little shit to her. And she actually hung up on me. And I was like, it was the first time I ever had an encounter like that.
It takes a lot for me to lose my cool, but like where have I lost my? I thought I lost cool somewhere.
You should have thought about that. You should have had. And I was like, lady, I used the service and it said everything was cool. What do you mean I should have thought about? What the fuck are you saying to me right now? It was
tax
crazy.
Shit is so you gotta fucking you gotta do everything you can to avoid tax shit.
Yeah,
they will get you. They will wait until the worst moment. They'll wait till the moment where you're like, for some reason, you get paid a little less.
I do it all
or
myself.
For some reason,
now.
someone dies and you got to pay somebody for something, and they'll be like, we need $10,000. And I'm like, you're not gonna get it from me. And I'll just go to Mexico.
I do it myself now. There's like it's called like something like Free Tax USA or something.
Yeah,
I just do it myself now.
I have a tax person.
I don't even trust tax people, to be honest. I know you guys have been on a streak. You're fine, but God, I've seen so many things of just bad tax people.
Yeah,
or evil ones.
I'm waiting.
Just.
I'm waiting for
so
fucking,
I'm like,
something
I'm
to
be
go
responsible for my own shit, and it's been fine.
That's the better way to do it. But my tax guys, he's come through for me in a clutch.
Yeah, I
still have to pay a bunch of money.
I don't want to talk about this.
It's just depressing.
It's the worst.
Why pay taxes when I don't agree with anything the government does?
I just want.
For real. Honestly.
I want to just like leave the country and not pay taxes.
I don't know where to go, man. Great. That's the thing. I just don't know where to go.
I just want to go Western Europe, man.
Oh,
I'm thinking of Spain.
I'd never. My blood can't let me go to Spain. my blood can't. I literally like, I want to go to Madrid. It's like, dang, you want to go back?
But I mean, does it feel
you want a salty run back?
So
but also, does it feel any better being
the
here?
big salad?
Slightly, I think.
The big salad wrote in.
Okay,
that's what he said.
That's a good question.
Yeah, and he said, "Hey, gay boys, you often talk about the stuff you got to stop the podcast for, but honestly, what's more important than entertaining me? Do a 24-hour show." He ends that question with a demand.
I will
do a 24-hour show.
You will walk into your house and find me consuming your father with all his clothes on.
So what's
just shoving him in my mouth?
Is that the show?
You guys seen Smile?
No.
What's that?
There's a really
horror
fucked
movie,
up
right?
scene. Yeah, it's a really fucked up scene where a monster's going in a girl's mouth, and it's like fucking gross.
I've seen that scene on Twitter.
It's about that scene is.
I've seen the character design of that creature. It looks cool.
I'm like, oh god, that scene really bothered me. That's the only moment
going
I was
in her mouth.
Yeah, it's like a big ass fucking creature just going in her mouth, and I'm like, I'd really fuck.
So a big creature that like shrinks into the size of a mouth.
No, it's ruining everything else that goes in there.
So it's like just ripping her apart and shit.
Damn near, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they show that though. They got lame with it.
Yeah, they got pussy.
But,
you just saw it starting to end.
The beginning of it and then the rest is implied.
It's the implication. Which I guess is like, it's
gay.
Fine.
Just spit it out. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
what are you doing? You just turn around.
I mean, she does that shit all the time.
Just walk away.
Just fight back. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. Why people
punch that shit.
I don't understand why people don't just walk away from harm.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck? Like, Michael Myers, he may have a knife, but like, don't you guys got guns? Like, what the fuck? They're in a fucking hoity-toity state.
I'm not gonna be afraid of a
nigga's
fucking
head off.
I'm not gonna be afraid of a monster named Michael.
Michael Myers, too.
The fuck?
He's like, hey, I'm Shrek or whatever.
He's got a fucking social security number. He's in Shrek. I'm not afraid of you.
Thank you.
I'm not afraid of somebody who has a social security number and was in Shrek.
Lade.
One or the other. Whoa.
Yeah, but both of them independently, frightening.
Yeah.
Anybody with a social security number scared. If you have a social, that's my one fear actually is people with social security numbers.
Friday, that should.
So just domestic citizens, basically.
Where's the fucking SWAT team to just swish?
If that was a nigga
assholes?
dog, he would have been. I would love alternate reality where he's a black person.
Ooh. Shrek?
And no, that wouldn't be funny. That wouldn't be funny because it'd be way too real.
What do you mean?
Because it'd be like he's just in a swamp bothering him, minding his business, and all of a sudden people would show up there and like, hey, we live here now, and he's like, I don't really want to.
Are you saying that? I mean. There's a lot of ways that you can interpret that are
what do you mean?
kind of interesting. I don't know. Like it's weird that you.
What are you going at? Let me hear your.
Because when you said
niggas are swamp people.
Yeah, like this is what you're saying. You're saying black people are swamp people.
Well, no, I'm saying imagine an idea of a black man.
You're saying black people start their day off listening to All-Star while they
Yeah.
bathe in mud and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, probably some black people somewhere do that. Not all, but maybe
That
some.
guy making the piss air probably.
That
Anyway,
is the most that is the most barbaric thing ever. That's barbarism right there.
It is pretty
I showed
barbaric.
you the piss air, right? I showed you the guy that made piss. You look like you're done. You look like you look like you just took care of 3 kids all day, and you were like, I just don't want to do this no more.
I've seen every dumb fucking thing. I've seen it.
I feel like this shit is so insane. You gotta laugh at it, or else you'll fucking lose it.
Gayness by Splooge wrote in. He says, that's going to sound like an edit. That's going to sound like we cut off the rest of what you said, but it's not an edit.
Yeah.
Gayness by Splooge, madness by Muse. I can't get this thick thing out of my ass. It's like some kind of gayness has started to blank. I don't know. He says, what's up, gay, gay, and gayer? I recently...
Gayer, not me.
Probably.
You're gay. I'm not gayer.
It's debatable.
Am I the least gay? Am I the least gay?
No,
Yeah,
you're
kind
gay.
of.
You're gay.
You're gay, but you are the least gay.
No, you're gay. You're definitely gay-er than me.
This guy's trying. See,
I'm least gay.
See, that's how we know he's the gay.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I'm saying I'm least gay. What do you mean?
asking, and he's demanding the position.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That's how
not
you know.
demanding. I'm demanding. I'm not gay.
He's fucking
It's okay. Yeah.
sweating bullets right now.
I'm not gay.
All right, man. Good luck.
Call me gay. It's not funny.
Sure, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah, if I was gay, it'd be okay, but I'm not
All right.
gay.
All right.
All right.
Fucking
He says,
weird.
I recently have started to go back to games I missed. I started with BioShock Infinite and was done with it in one night. That's actually that's a long night.
Damn. He blazed through that shit.
real.
That's not a particularly long game, but it's long for one night. That's like a
I would
weekend
say,
game for
yes,
sure.
yeah.
Played that game. Holy shit.
Yeah. I beat that game an inordinate amount of times, actually, now that I think about it. I then decided to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey and found out I have well over 100 hours of content to get through, and I'm overwhelmed. My question is, what are some games that took longer or were shorter than you expected? Bonus question, how the fuck am I supposed to get through my backlog if I'm stuck on long games like this one?
You have to. So here's the thing. That actually, because I'm going through that right now. You have to ignore a lot of stuff. You have to be very picky and choosy.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk was the worst for me because it's like, okay, this game has so much side shit. The actual main story is so insanely short.
You only do the main story?
No, I didn't only do the main story.
I was like, what the
No,
fuck,
if I didn't do the
how?
main story, then I couldn't have like smashed Pan Am.
Yeah.
I couldn't have tried to,
Attempt to fuck Judy,
I
keep failing?
tried so hard to bring her to the dark side. She just kept
Who?
rejecting me. Judy.
Try to fuck
I was just like, this is bullshit. I wasted my entire time scuba diving with that dumb bitch.
Just to
and
not
I was
fuck her.
like, I have to get pussy this time.
Oh, yeah.
She's
See,
finally
this
gonna
is why-
turn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was just hoping that she was bi. This at the last second.
Nah, she's
Yeah.
not.
Then she's like, everything's cool. See you later. And I was like, I'm about to install a mod to kill her. I was fucking mad, dude.
Kill Judy mod, enter.
you okay, you bitch.
Dumb bitch.
The fucking sniper that you put the cassettes in, that's a real fucking gun in that game. But you put cassette, it's like a cartridge, like a cassette, and it's a smart sniper. You're just like,
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
The
for
I started Cyberpunk as male V, but I didn't like his voice actor, so I switched.
He
and so-
annoys me.
Yeah,
he always sounds like he's too cool.
It sounds like he's
Yeah.
trying too hard to sound like he belongs in Cyberpunk.
yes.
the
I don't know how else
problem
to
is
describe
that being a black person playing as male V, it sounds so weird
My name's V.
because he doesn't sound black at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Like, he's just,
name's V.
He was
I'm,
like- he's like,
always
what are you
Hear
doing
that
here?
new
this.
Kendrick song?
What are you doing here?
And I was like, zero people talk like this.
I wish I had Jackie Wells as voice actor as V. That would be great because I love the way
Yeah.
Jackie sounds.
Hey, my name is Jackie.
He sounds so belligerently Mexican.
What's
It's
going on,
hilarious.
my friend?
Mexican-American.
Belligerently
I just like
Mexican.
how in all media, every Mexican person has to always reference some type of like, oh, my mom's fucking chilaquiles.
My
and
mother's
stuff.
homemade fucking pig head.
They always have to.
I
like,
love beans
Can
and
they not be
rice.
Can you not just say that?
I
Oh,
sure do love beans, rice, and a pig head floating in the middle of my room. I love it.
We have
Are
the
you fucking
whole,
supposed to be fucking Stimpy?
the
No,
whole
that's
red.
red, exactly.
He is kind. Well, what?
Or
I think
Igor.
I think the point was that he was kind of like a Chihuahua, right?
He
He's
is.
like,
Yeah.
He's an apprehend Chihuahua.
He's like Igor with like 1% slid into like Mexican. There's like a slight Mexican
it's a
tinge
dip
to
into
it.
Mexican.
Yeah.
It's like a little like he's dipping his toes in, but he's not quite sure if he wants to commit.
fool? You've ruined everything,
Stimpy, what are you doing? Stimpy, you fucking gaylord.
I'm gonna be okay. I wanna go get my mom's chilaquiles.
I'll be okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm dead.
Yeah, he's dying in his
shit
car.
really
It's like, oh man, I'm dying, but I cannot wait to eat a taco at my mom's restaurant. Oh,
Even the
it
mom,
is kind of obnoxious.
The mom does the same thing. You'll
Yeah.
talk
My
to
mom
her.
doesn't sound anywhere near as
And
Mexican
she's
as he does.
just- but she keeps saying
he's like,
things.
He's like way Mexican. The mom's like,
She
yeah,
keeps
I'm just
fucking like
Hispanic.
sprinkling, but she keeps sprinkling in like
Cabrón, pendejo, burrito.
I was like, can't you just be Mexican and just like not do that
It's
fucking?
it's almost like because it is a voice. It's not just an accent.
Yeah.
it's like a specific voice that they're doing
Yeah.
for the Mexican thing, and it's like it kind of reminds me. It reminds me of Anna Faris in Scary Movie when
What
she's
part?
talking to the Grudge
Oh.
child.
That shit, dude. When I saw that when I was
Sashimi.
little, I didn't even know
Sashimi.
it was race. I thought she was just saying crazy stuff. Come to find out, she's completely being disrespectful to Japanese.
You didn't
language.
notice right away?
I when that movie came out, I was like,
Okay,
I was
yeah.
a little younger. I was like maybe like
I
You
forgot
didn't
you were
notice
a
when
really stupid
when-
kid. I forgot.
I was like 10.
You didn't
and I
notice
wasn't
when Anna
racist
Faris
yet.
said Toyota Mitsubishi?
I didn't know those were exactly Japanese yet.
I think he was a stupid kid.
That is
He was a really
insane.
dumb kid.
I wasn't racist yet. I think my intelligence came along in racism.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess
I
that,
think
yeah.
they both lit up at the same time, and I was like, wait a minute, you
Wait.
can make jokes based on people's ethnic backgrounds.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So much more power. My hands are glowing. It's like the Richard Rider when he's holding his hands up and they're glowing, and he's like, oh yeah, I can do something with this.
Stupid.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, I don't know, man. I there's a lot. Look, man, I'm a big proponent of games that are appropriately paced. I love me some Resident Evil 4 remake. I love me some Dead Space remake. I think they're fucking great. I love long games too, though. I think Red Dead 2 is fucking great. I'm playing through. I still play through that every now and
I'm
again.
playing
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 again as a Dark Urge. The Dark
Yeah.
Urge playthrough it sucks so bad. Being a good guy as a Dark Urge sucks because there's one of my favorite characters you meet, the bard tiefling girl, the really pretty. I think she's really pretty. She has the horns. She plays the lute, and you meet her in like Elf Song later on. You murder that bitch in her sleep, and I was like, dang, I was gonna try to fuck her.
I think I remember that lady. Yeah.
You just you murder the shit out of her. You know she's gonna become a playable teammate in the next patch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, finally have a bard as a teammate.
That's
Wow,
cool.
man. Yeah.
Am I gonna be able to smash the night song finally?
No, she doesn't play on that team, man.
Fucking stupid. Well, I mean, like even if because
Doesn't
like
play
I
on
have
that
I have a giant sled as a character too.
A giant slut.
She's
Yeah.
in love with what you. Well, I guess you maybe because you killed what's her name as a Dark Urge.
Yeah,
So you
that's
might
true.
be able to, but then she might
that's
hate
true.
you because she's all like a half deity. Shit
Oh,
like that.
right.
She might not want to. So I don't know, man.
Maybe why is an old bitch? Whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into
I
it.
would knock your hair out the fucking.
I
park,
will
bro.
say.
I don't know why they don't have that. In the
I
game.
Here's
want
what
it
I'll
all.
say. Here's what I'll say to your question. There aren't many games to me that are shorter than I expect. Now, like I think most games now at this point are like, this is going on quite a while. You know, when was the last game that ended like too soon for you?
Yeah, when I was like, that's it. When I was like one of those feelings, where I was like, that's it. It's been it's definitely been a while.
Literally, Destiny 1. It was the last time I was like, that's it? What the fuck is going on? Like that
It's
was like
been
the
a while.
last. That was the last time genuinely.
Damn,
It's been a while. I'm scanning like everything.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I'm like,
Because most games are either a perfect length or they're way too long.
they're way too long. Yeah, that I mean, with how many games there are, it's like, guys, you could scale it back a little
Yeah.
bit.
Give us some fucking breathing
That's why I
room,
understand
please.
what he's saying about like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My first playthrough was 70 hours, and I normally would never think I was gonna put 70 hours into an Assassin's Creed game, but the map is fucking massive.
Yeah.
and there's so much shit. It's actually it is to me it's an underdog of an RPG. It is actually. I think they like got it right once, and it's never gonna happen again because it was like that game was unusually like really fun.
Yeah.
And people are kind of saying good things about it in retrospect. But
I couldn't imagine. I don't know what game I think is too short ever. I can't even
Yeah.
think about that.
Even the short games that I like,
Maybe like a Metroid game.
I literally think like even the short games that I liked were just like appropriately paid. Like they were just like that's exactly the right amount of time. Like that cat game, Stray.
oh yeah,
That was like 4 hours, and I was like, perfect. This is the maximum amount of
Did you
time.
kill anybody in that game?
I mean, you're a cat.
That's not what I asked you.
so
No, it's like a puzzle
You
game.
can.
Okay, I don't know. I asked you, do you kill anybody? You said you're a cat.
Exactly.
That's not an answer.
It's exactly cool enough for exactly like 4 or 5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
So you
after
don't-
that, like you wouldn't want to keep going for
So
like.
you killed no one in that game. There's no murder.
I actually do think you kill people, but like I don't remember.
Is it like I set this up and the trap falls and your head blows up?
I don't remember. I think it's robots mainly. I don't remember to
You're
be honest with
fighting
you.
robots?
That game was more of a vibe to me than like a vivid memory. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't really like I don't think I was paying attention to like the lore.
Yeah, what the hell
necessarily.
is going on?
I was just like, this feels kind of good.
Yeah, I can't think of a game that's been too short. Actually,
I'm sure they're
Back in the day,
plenty-
that-
I just
Yeah, PS1 that happened all the time. Like original Xbox, PS2 happened a little bit less, right? But like I think 360, PS3, like and onward were like kind of that's perfect length, perfect amount of time. I like a game that I can get through in a weekend.
yeah. Let's put it this way:
It's an RPG though, you know.
games
take
you
your time.
don't like are way too long. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because even games that I love, I think are too long. Like
Well,
I think Red Dead, Death Stranding, those two games I love those games, but they're too long.
No, I understand what you mean by that, but I just mean that, like, say, almost as like a default, where if you're not enjoying playing something,
That's
it
true.
feels like God.
It feels
damn.
way longer.
Like, hurry
yeah,
up.
like even something that's like, damn, that was only 5 hours. That felt like 6 years.
yeah.
Fuck me.
I don't play games I think I'm gonna like, but haven't really ventured out. Like I don't know, like out of the sun.
You don't try games that like you don't think you would just out of curiosity. I do that all the time.
I can't even think of games because I feel like I play every AAA game that comes out.
I just downloaded Civilization 6
I got Civ 6
because I've never played a Civilization game, and I'm like, I should know about this kind of. I should.
motherfuckers would be like, oh, because apparently Civ 5 was the one, and Civ 6 was a little bit. It's just I don't play. I
It was
didn't
like
play it either.
$5, so I was like, yeah,
Yeah, might as
I don't
well.
play games like that really. That's not kind of game, you know.
Yeah.
right. But like
Just
I
try-
also
just try it.
for me, I'm like, I don't know if
why
these
would
are
I
not.
spend the money on this game I'm not gonna really enjoy.
'Cause
I'm
it's
not
just a
gonna
few
play.
Because you don't know
bucks.
if you're gonna enjoy it or not.
Yeah, and it's also a few bucks. It's like, oh, buying a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's like buying a new. It's like trying out a new restaurant, basically.
Refuse.
Like or like. refuse.
I go
Refuse.
to the same restaurant all the time.
Yeah.
I go
I
to
try to-
Raising Cane's only. I'm
Yeah,
the first
yo.
one at the door. I'm up at the door.
You're fired.
I try to play as much as I can because
When I run into the door, I break in.
God, he's here again.
I try to play as many things as I can that like aren't typical
Yeah.
because it benefits like what I do to know things at least a little bit, have a cursory knowledge of like how does Civ function. Because people were pissed off at me because I was just describing Civ, and I just like
wrong.
yeah,
Entirely
but I
wrong.
was saying like I don't know it. Like this is my understanding of it is this. People were like, "This is not what it is." Like, all right, let me check it out.
Oh shit, Chris, you.
Because I like
because
the thing is because here's the thing because here's the thing I like history, I like tactics, you know, I like them separately. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll
just
give it a
don't
shot.
I don't like doing too much in a game.
Yeah.
Whenever I have too many tasks, I'm already like, all right, I'm checked out.
I don't like
yeah.
games where there could potentially be black people. So
That is my main issue with most things.
I don't really
Yeah.
want to play that. The fact that there's a black character in Veilguard makes me super sad.
Yeah.
The Blood Hunter, the
My eyes like rolled like 1,000
You're
times.
black.
I was like,
I felt like Krillin when he got blown up by Freezer.
Every time I put Madden in and I see a black guy, I go,
oh god,
Here we go
here
again.
we go again.
dude,
You're
dude,
gonna catch the ball and run with it. Wow.
Woke Madden is a brilliant video. That is a good.
I thought about
God,
it.
here we go again.
Here we go again. They're putting black people in our video games. Madden of all things. Jesus
They're
Christ.
putting black people in space. What's next? Dogs are gonna be able to
God.
vote.
What the fuck is this? I'm trying to play a fucking sports game. I'm not trying to like play like fucking Martin Luther King
Yeah.
dating sim
This
or
is
whatever
a
the
fucking
fuck. Like,
Civil
that
Rights
is
Simulator. What the fuck is this
crazy.
bullshit?
I'm trying to play Madden, not go to the zoo.
Oh my god. Oh my
But yeah,
god.
dude, honestly, like, yeah, my advice would just be like, if you got a big backlog like me, you have to just look at the stuff that you're, just be really picky Just focus on the stuff that you're into right now.
How do you think racist people play sports game? Are they just mad the entire time? Like they like the simulation, they like the mechanics, but they're just mad.
Because
you're on their team. You're the one that's on their team. You're a good one.
You're also owning and controlling them. So like there's that aspect, and also the fact that like this is where they belong. This is exactly where they belong.
always play franchise.
Yeah.
Mode.
They shouldn't be in the boardroom. They should be here.
They always play franchise.
And there's
mode.
no black people on their team.
And they wave every black person.
And they can't win. They cannot win.
But it's the principle. God damn it.
They're fucking 33rd in the conference. But they're like, there's not a single Negro
We
here.
are a proud white team in Atlanta.
My friend would play the old Madden games solely to injure fucking Tom Brady. He would play it and he got one injury that he broke his hip and he couldn't have a career anymore in that game. And he fucking sent me a video of it. We were like in 11th grade, and he was like, I fucking finally did it. And it was a career-ending injury in the game. And I was like, that's crazy.
That is top tier hater energy.
I called him. And I was like,
insane. That would be like me buying like Guitar Hero and like playing as Imagine Dragons and flubbing every song just to live out the fantasy of them
Fucking
ruining
idiots.
their lives.
They
ruining
suck.
their career.
You suck so
you
bad.
make a game where you Imagine Dragons. You mod them into GTA and then kill their fucking songwriter so their career goes down the drain.
Kill their families.
That would be fun, actually.
Oh man,
That is so insane.
If I knew how to mod on that level, man, that would be something.
Dude, being a hater is such a unique thing, dude.
It is. I'm half impressed. Like I'm half like how, but then I'm also half impressed. Where it's like, wow, the dedication is crazy. But then I'm like, how do you have the time to do this?
Like, oh, you really don't like this person.
It's mostly adults because I'm like, how do you have the time to fucking dedicate this much hatred to something? Like, don't you have you have to work, you have to eat, you probably have a significant other, probably. You know, I think most people do.
You gotta give up that girl.
It's like the time you have to, and it's like, oh, your hobby, everything you do, like instead of playing video games and watching stuff, you're just hating. Like it's crazy.
I love it, dude.
one more.
Yeah.
One more question.
Let's go.
First Shiki David. Digimon used chloroform. It's super effective. Digimon is crazy. Digimon sounds like legit. It sounds like a real character.
It does.
There's a Digimon.
Digital
Digimon?
monsters?
Digimon.
Gigi.
What?
Gigi.
Gege.
Like,
G-I-G-I.
Gigamon?
Gigi.
Gigimon.
Gigi.
Digimon. Gigi.
Is there a Digimon called Digimon?
No, unfortunately.
Damn.
The Digimon.
Is that when like the whole universe collapses on itself?
That's that's the dog looking at itself in the mirror and then being like, "That's me.
That's me."
And then the universe starts cracking it on itself.
He wrote and he says a fair few episodes ago there was talk about going into a blind rage over getting cummed on.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you had to make a choice between getting cummed on or coming on the face of someone you deeply respect, knowing full well they will hate you forever.
I can do that.
I
respect a lot of people, so I can.
I don't. I'm the exact opposite.
I can part with people. Yeah, I can part with one.
I can part with one, yeah.
I don't respect really.
I really
anybody.
respect Shaquille O'Neal. I'll bust on him easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I would.
Devin Townsend wouldn't even be a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm
Give
gonna bust
him
on
a
you,
founding
Shaq.
father's wig.
That's out of pocket with Kium.
And it's just curly and just
Having a like red foreman after I'm done coming on his head.
and immediately he's so shocked. He's just like, yay, verily. Like he thinks
Verily.
he thinks he's one of them now.
The curly cum has dawned upon me.
Yay, verily, force.
He starts shambling and shaking, and he turns into a fucking.
He starts he shambles
founding
and
father.
he shambles and shakes into a fucking Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He starts shaking. That fucking tall vampire. Clearly, that's a Vampire the Masquerade looking ass nigga, dog. He's so clearly never been seen in daytime.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he's so good at music. He's been around forever.
I think he's one of the most impressive people I've ever seen.
I think there are some people that walk among us that are absolutely like, famous monsters. I truly believe that.
That nigga is sanguine. That is a vampire.
I truly believe that because when I see certain people, Like I was just thinking.
I think Neil Patrick Harris kills people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You look at Kenneth Copeland. You know, I was like, oh, that's a real demon. The church
Kenneth
guy.
Copeland. Oh, the church
Like,
guy.
No, he is.
With like the porcelain eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I was
crazy.
like, this is like I don't normally believe in, but some like Devin Townsend. We talk about possibly because
Devin Townsend's like an Alucard kind of figure to me.
Yes,
You
like
know?
that. Like I feel like I'm like,
His
oh, that's
dad was a vampire. And
His
now
dad was the worst, but he's like amazing. You know.
He's like, I don't want to hurt people because I'm cool.
yeah.
I just want to make music.
I just want to make music, change the world with my sounds, and yeah, Kenneth Copeland. There's a few other I can't off the top of my head. That
Weird
I'm like,
Al, maybe.
He's
I feel like
something.
Weird Al's from the Fae realm. Like he actually is a fairy.
I was still thinking about people that I respect that I would come on.
Oh yeah,
I could not come on Weird Al. I don't even love him like you do.
I
but
feel like
I
he
could
might-
never do that. I feel like that's so rude.
I feel like he might even.
He would make a.
Does he have kids?
Of course.
I think he'll just come on you right back, right? You know,
Yeah.
He
Does
just
I feel like Weird Al doesn't have
He'd have a flower, and it would be full of cum. He's not a clown at all.
not even.
I feel like he doesn't have genitals. I feel like Weird Al's such an innocent
He's like
creature.
unique.
He's an innocent creature. He's like a Ken doll that came to life and was like, I want to make silly things. And
Oh.
want to make silly stuff.
Does he have kids? I don't think he has.
I saw him.
genitals.
I think I saw him get his star. I think.
Oh, cool.
I have a vague memory of this.
That's cool. He deserves it.
No Dick Yankovic.
Oh man,
That's a sick
this
fucking
is
name.
unfortunate.
You that's
'cause,
what
like,
they
I
called
don't-
him?
Weird.
I don't remember this is my memory.
Swirls up.
Weird.
It's like a spiral.
Weird
fucking-
cock yanka dick.
It's like a
Yank
fucking,
it.
it's like a spiral pasta. His dick is like a fucking. It's like
That
a,
actually goes perfectly with the weird cock Yankadick.
Yeah, he does have a weird
It's
cock.
spiraling
It
and
spirals.
then you pull it and then it goes back to being
Boing,
curly.
it's like a pigtail.
When he fucks, he just damages them so bad because of how fucking weirdly shady it is.
Yeah, no, but the main point is that like I could not get cummed on. I couldn't do it.
I don't-
because I would be put in jail because I would kill the person. I would hurt.
Yeah.
If I came on
No.
somebody,
No.
it would be really.
Who would it be?
Who would I come on?
Who would it be? Hurry up. Who would it be?
Who do I respect? There has to be a woman I respect. There has to be at least one.
I mean,
Ava Braun.
Who do I respect? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who I respect?
You respect Ava Braun, I think.
I know you do.
No, I don't.
You have a poster of her.
Stop.
He has a Farrah Fawcett poster of Ava Braun.
Stop. Stop it now. Stop.
Fucking pinup calendar.
A pinup of Ava. Do you think Nick Fuente, like, do you think those people have like pinups of like Nazis?
I think they have pinups
Like, there's
of
one
like.
of Goebbels in like a speedo.
I forgot his name is Goebbels.
Yeah,
think I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Joseph. Well, it.
Goebbels? It's
We,
Goebbels?
it looks like Goebbels, but everyone I've seen, they say they pronounce it like Goebbels, and I assumed it's just like a rainbow sherbet thing.
Yeah.
Where there is no it's it says sherbet. It's spelt sherbet. There's no two R's in it.
Yeah, it's like how everyone calls him Hassan Piker. You know,
What is he?
it's like Piquer or something. I'm not kidding.
Hasten Piquer?
I think it's Hassan Piquer or something.
He's Muslim. So,
You're probably right because
I'm not
Piker
joking.
is
Yeah, Piker,
like
there's
in
no
an
way his name-
American way.
There's no way his name is Piker.
Yeah, they
It's
don't.
insane.
That is not how
He's
they pronounce
Turkish,
words
right?
over there.
Yeah.
There is some shit?
But even
Yeah.
that's like that's
Yeah,
it's not-
Hassanabi
It's weird. They
Pekka.
named it Turkey, but are there turkeys there?
That's the one place where they don't pardon the turkeys for Thanksgiving. Actually,
Yeah.
Who would I come on? I think I come on.
Hassanabi
There
Pekka.
has to be. There has to be someone I like really respect. That's a woman. Who do I respect?
he's really
He's really
racking
trying
his fucking-
hard. Samus,
No.
the voice actor.
I can think of a pretty large
Go
number.
ahead. You start.
Kim Swift, Gloria Estefan.
Taylor Swift.
I love her. I don't respect her though.
Okay,
It's weird.
Because I feel like it's
Kim Swift
unfair.
designed Portal, by the way. She's like a game designer.
If I come on a woman that I find attractive, then it's like that's not fair.
Okay, so then
know?
what are you doing?
Trying to
Suzanne
find-
Boyle.
Do you respect Susan Boyle?
No.
You don't respect the
Chop to the throat.
Yeah, I was like, that's not. I don't care how good that voice is, bro.
What do you, I mean, you know.
That shit is like, look, man. I'm gonna be honest. That's a Milli Vanilli thing. You know what I mean?
What are you saying?
What I'm saying
like
is
she would need like a better
She
face.
yes, somebody
Like
else.
she would be in the background, like Freaky Friday, when
Yes.
fucking Jamie Lee. I was gonna say Jamie Lee
Jamie Lee
Peterson.
Fox?
I was gonna say Jamie Lee Peterson.
Oh, okay.
What's the fuck is
Jessica
her
Lee
name?
Peterson.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
of
Jamie Lee
course,
Curtis.
yeah.
She's shredding on the electric guitar, and Lindsay Lohan's like pretending on stage. Yeah,
Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I would.
Susan Boyle. I mean, come on, her name is Susan Boyle. Like, let's be real.
It's an ugly name, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's what sucks too.
Kingston.
I'm out to fight. I can't do
You
it.
just, you
That's
can't
so
think of
stupid. What about
one. Lady Gaga. I respect
yeah,
a
you
lot.
don't respect any female artist.
Woman. Why would I respect? Why when the male artists are
Whitney
better?
Houston.
Yeah. Okay.
Amy Winehouse.
None.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar. Would you come on Kendrick Lamar?
Nah, man.
Was he too short?
Yeah, like you'd miss. You just go right over his head. You're like, fuck. Sorry, dude.
I got your DNA.
I'm a cum gazer.
I'm a cum gazer. Re-gain it. Life goes on. I hate gay people.
That's pretty good.
Suck meat.
Yeah.
I wish he Kendrick Lamar does this all the time, where he releases a snippet of a song that's fucking amazing, and then he doesn't release the whole song. He's been doing that for all of his albums, and I want to punch him for it.
Yeah. So people are saying about
That's what I do with my music, except it's not nearly as good.
Yeah.
Like freaking the All Right music video, the beginning of that song.
He has an
is
alt-right
so
music video?
Yeah. We're
All
gonna
right.
be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Hit me, we're gonna be all right.
all right.
Ian Miles Chong, we're
And I
gonna
hate
be
gay
all
people.
right.
They can't.
And when I wake up, we're gonna burn lots of niggas with damn
With
it.
a ray gun.
I was just like, how can I was trying not to be
Hey, niggas just like run a ray gun.
it's hard to like be offensive but not too offensive and on the fly.
I know what you
can't
say.
do it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because you
One
want
of
to
my
let it
gifts.
fly.
Yeah.
It's one of my gifts.
It is that's weird. If you can balance that, do that medium, rock that tightrope, that's good, man.
But yeah, he all does that. He
Sometimes I'm like, I said something I should have said.
that should have been a good song, but he stopped. And I'm like,
Yeah, it would have been good, but I will say though, I like him, but like that cadence is so nerdy.
You don't like it?
Like it is such a no.
he did his flow like a bar in.
But he's
got
I
a
know,
little-
but like he's like that.
Got a little hole in it.
It's like I don't even know. It's like a duck being shaken or something. There's something so like.
I mean, his name
unstable
is
about it.
Duckworth, so it makes sense.
His last name is Duckworth. Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
That's
his last name.
Lamar Duckworth.
Yeah. Dickworth.
What is he like? Is he like the fourth nephew? The fuck is that?
The fourth nephew.
You black people have dumbass fucking
Huey,
names.
Dewey, Louie.
Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Oh, are they actually Duckworth?
I think they are.
They are, right?
I think they are.
I don't know. It just sounds like a fucking duck name. It's like if I was naming a duck cartoon character, I would name him Duckworth.
Duckworth.
His last name, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Kendrick,
Duckworth.
K-Doc,
That is
Lamar,
actually crazy.
Duckworth.
Kendrick K.
Um, Kendrick, K-Doc, Top Dog, Lamar.
Duckworth.
What else there is?
Dave Lighty.
Dave Lighty.
Did you hear about him when he was still K-Dot? Were you hearing about him back then when he was just K-Dot?
No, so the first thing I ever heard was in Section 80, it was like that. What's the song called when he goes like, fuck that. I like to have some sex, nigga. Fuck that.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
I know the
penis
song-
in
I know
his
the-
ass,
I know
nigga.
every
Fuck
word.
that. Whoa. I forgot what that song's called, but like I was like, I heard that, and I was like,
no, it's not Novocaine. No,
no, it's not that. Nigga, fuck that. I know it's not called fuck that. ADHD.
Yeah,
ADHD. It's ADHD. I was like, oh, there's a vibe. I was like, this guy. I already knew when you heard. I was like, oh, this guy's.
Yeah.
He's coming up.
I
He's
heard
coming
him.
up.
I heard him in Overly Dedicated in 2012, 13, or maybe 11 actually.
No, it had to
think
be
it's
before
11.
that because
yeah, Drake-
2012 was
yeah.
Cook Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, so I heard Overly Dedicated, and I was like, oh, I heard the song he made with Schoolboy Q, and I was like, oh, this is a really good song. But he was still Kendrick, I think, because before that he was K-Dot like in 2009.
Yeah,
And a few of my homies brought him up, and I was like, who the fuck is this fucking
K-Dot?
Who the fuck is this tiny ass Cali nigga? Like, who is this guy?
I'm gonna go listen to anyone named K-Dot.
Well,
K-Dot.
he was even good then, but it's just
I'm
that wasn't
sure
the
he
zeitgeist,
was.
and it was very like Lil Wayne,
Come.
Lil Wayne, terrible era Eminem, Kanye West
Terrible.
era, where everybody was like, "This
Yeah.
is great music."
Yeah, I understand.
You didn't like that he's friends with a monster under his bed?
Dude, his music was so fucking bad, bro. I don't know. I really can't understand.
It was radio music.
Why
It was
people
radio
love
stuff.
this
It's
music so much.
unfortunately
because they had other stuff to That's what made it crazy for me, because they could reference when he was great, right there.
Well,
it was right there to reference, and then he
yeah.
was making shit, and I was like, "What is?"
Well,
happening?
think about what did you like the most about Eminem when you think about it? Let's just say, like, I guess the people, the zeitgeist.
Oh, I know what I like, but I get it.
Yeah, well, I think I feel like, well, I guess even myself, I just feel like he was such a lot of his, the flow was good, but like the way he would tell even like fake stories was like, it was just so fucking entertaining. And after a while, it really seemed like to me like he ran out of shit to say.
I liked when he was using just the fucking weird beats. Just like the weird fucking instrumentals.
Every album he had some weird, like, and people would be, if you ever looked at like beat websites, it would be Eminem style beat and it would be some wacky shit.
Yeah, it's some wacky
something
shit.
that
it works.
We would never, I would never in a million years think I'm going to write something over this. And then Eminem would do it.
Right.
Like, say, if you think about the mind, what was it, the I'm Slim Shady, whatever that song's called, that fucking beat.
Did Dre make that beat or that was before Dre?
I feel like that can't be Dre.
I feel like specifically it's Dre.
You think that?
I feel like specifically they would be.
I feel like that's a hint of Cali in it. Like there's a hint of
that's
like
what
Cali.
you hear, really?
Well, for me, I just think about like the stuff that he did by himself, and it's not like
nothing's like that.
It's not like it.
That's true.
You know? That would be my assumption. Anyway.
That is true. I just on Dre's catalog and all the beats that he usually distributes.
I think he makes those things for him,
specifically
for him.
It's like
this is he would kill on this.
Eminem for how much his songs that were about feeling were a lot of, like, I love Stan. I fucking love that song still. I still fucking like that song. But it was about a lot of feeling. But then the songs where he would rap about some wild shit, it would be so entertaining hearing his lyrics.
That's it.
Because it would be so, no one would say wild shit like he would the same way he would. I think that was where he really, like, he excelled at so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, when he would call somebody an F slur, it would be such a fucking magical lead up into someone getting called a slur at the end. Or when he was with D12, it would be this insane play
it
off
was literally
each
just
like the way they would all play off each other would be like how we talk to each other, but they're rapping.
That was the whole point of it.
I was just like,
the
that's
point of that was
insane.
just like the homies, that the shit that they say to each other, let's just put it in songs. And one thing that I realized about him specifically, he was probably one of the first hip hop artists that I was like, oh, this is like a movie to me, because I would be not watching a music video. I am picturing everything that he's saying. I'm picturing Criminal is one of my favorite ones. Like,
Criminal's
just
great.
like you just
I'm fucking Criminal.
picturing everything that's happening, everything that he's saying.
Homosexual.
Like it's homosexual.
Criminal's good, yeah.
Homosexual. You goddamn
That was
right.
was that Eminem show or
That's Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah,
Marshall Mathers.
That's like the last track, I think. Actually,
Is it?
Yeah,
It might be. I don't remember.
It
think
is,
it
yeah.
is.
I remember it was the ending.
I don't remember the LP entire, like front to back. I know all the songs, but I just don't remember front to
Oh,
back.
like from the back.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of like
But even that
Drug
beat's
ballad,
fucking crazy. That beat's like weird. Like it's a fucking it's such a weird.
I wish he worked with the Alchemist more. It makes me really sad that him and the Alchemist never really worked together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Alchemist is, I think he's the best beat. Like, people would say it was Dre. I think the best are like, people are not gonna like this. I think it's Kanye, the Alchemist, and I think Dre are the best beat makers.
I think Kanye's good, but he's good at like I think he's good at sampling. Let me be honest.
But I think, but they're still sampled beats. But yeah, I agree. I agree. I think he makes such.
He's very good at like.
He was unbelievably good at sampling, and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really sucks is that even now he samples really well, but he never says any, like, all of the shit he said. It makes, like, being a fan of his for like nearly 20 years makes me so sad hearing his music, because it's Kanye. It's so bad now. Like, it used to be like a pinnacle of like rap music. Like,
it's especially bad.
All Falls Down is like,
Because look,
an undoubtedly amazing rap song, and it's compared to shit he makes now, and it's like, whoa, it's the same human.
Yeah,
that's kind of why
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's different, but like, I mean, that's kind of why like I look at like the conversation around these people, and I look at like Eminem and I look at like Kanye, and I'm like, it's worse, but like, it's fine. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the way people treat Eminem as if he's fallen like as far as Kanye has.
fallen
I was like,
farther.
I don't think so at all.
I think he's fallen farther, but I think Kanye's music is not even the same. Like, it's not even like the same person rapping. Like, Kanye, it's like, that's not even Kanye West anymore.
well, yeah, he's literally insane.
like, but
He's literally deranged.
Right.
But my problem for
Right.
M is that Eminem is just not. He's still technically a good rapper, but what he was good at, he does not do anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like, at all.
I think the
like,
thing
even
that
remotely,
I
that's like not even like.
I think the
I'm
thing
mad.
I hate.
I'm rapping really fast, and it's like, yeah, dude, but like, you used to rap about like shit that was actually funny but very well. Or when
I don't
he
think, but
cared,
people say, but like most of the stuff that he does isn't fast, really.
no, it became
just
that.
rap God.
No,
It definitely,
became
he was not. He could rap fast, but
He could do it, but it wasn't really that common.
He
No,
almost
but
literally
it,
never
but
did.
It became that. That's my thing.
I think the thing that I dislike most about it is just like
Kit Kats and a pick pack and a
Yeah,
Kit
that-
Kat,
that
like
flow
weird.
that
I was like,
I
what the
hate.
fuck is this?
Yeah.
He didn't used to do this.
no, it's an annoying cadence that is
Yeah.
just like really irritating.
I think
and I
his-
like because until like every time I listen to a new Eminem song, even if I don't like it that much, I like it until that cadence comes in. I think it's like fine, and then it's like, what are you doing?
I think
It's like,
he
stop
raps-
doing this.
He has
And it's
to-
funny because there's a song on that new album that's like from I like a long time ago, like
Yeah.
literally, like it's like from, and you can hear it's like, oh, there's no like, there's no like, there's none of that shit in it. It's just like, oh, this was fun.
I
and
always-
it's got a weird, just like weird beat that makes no sense. And I'm like, this is
Yeah.
this is what I want out of this.
The Hey Slim Shady rap cadence is what he did best. Like that cadence of rap is what he does really best. Where he's like, he gives you like 4 bars and there's like
You're
a bit of a
stupid.
pause.
I'm gonna kill you with a gun.
Yeah, like stuff
Yeah.
like
But
that.
just
like,
think about I sit back with these packs, a pack of zigzags in this bag and this weed
Yeah.
that gives me the shit needed to be like. I was like, just riding on this shit. I'm riding. I'm not.
His
I'm
flow-
not
his flow-
stammering with this whatever he's
his
doing.
flow
I
is
feel like
perfect.
I'm not
it's,
like.
it's a
Yeah.
perfectly written off the where it's not the best flow. Like
What's
it's not
a-
like
yeah.
Jay-Z's flow, which is the only thing I think he really excels at. He has an amazing flow. I think that's like his one
Yeah.
trait that I think he's like, oh, he's.
I think he's
amazing
a
at.
better
It's-
mascot for Marlboro than he was a rapper.
Fine.
That's crazy. Look, man,
His
say what you want
his
about
flow's
him.
fine.
Or
I think
camels.
it's an-
I'm
I think
a
he has an
fucking
amazing
idiot. I keep
flow.
saying
it's good,
Marlboros.
but then like
camels.
I don't know. You hear Renegade and you're like, oh, you know, he's kind of
I don't
worse.
even- yeah,
He's kind of worse on
What's
that one.
Renegade again? I already
Renegade
know.
with Jay-Z and Eminem, and they're rapping on the same song together.
I don't even remember that song. Is it an older song?
Must be. I mean, you know, you never heard
Always
Renegade?
turn your heads like ow. I'm the man of the hour.
I don't remember that song.
I'm trying to remember I can't remember the lyrics exactly.
Triple long tundra, don't even mess me
a-
how.
It's like Renegade, and it's like I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's hard to remember that
because I feel
song
like
specifically.
Jay-Z's from the boom bap era, and I feel like that's what they had. Like the boom bap era was about the flow. Like you would flow your raps out really well, and then you would say something consciously.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put it on the radio.
Sween, when are you
That's all it
when
was.
are you releasing your debuted record?
I respect hip hop too much to ever try to rap at it, honestly. I'm being very honest. I'm terrible at rapping. So I respect it too much even
You
put
think
my foot
so?
in there. Yeah, I'm
But what
just
if
not
you
good
thought
at
that
it.
you were good at it? Like, I
What
mean,
if I thought good?
Yeah.
Well, that's not me.
What if you believe
That's a different guy.
What if you believed in your
what if you believed in yourself?
Yeah, you believe in yourself and you do it.
Like, what if you were like, what if you were like, could fly? I'm like, well, I wouldn't be doing
if you
this right
could
now.
fly?
I'd be
If you
doing
could
something
fly.
else.
You'd be dead.
Oh yeah, I would have flew into a plane.
They would
engine.
have. We would have shot you out of the sky at this point. It would be like Jack Skellington being shot by the flak cannons.
It would constantly just be upscaling how ridiculous the shit involving me would be.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right, Kingston, so fly up to that building and then jump off, and then before you took it off.
If you could fly, you wouldn't be flying for long
why is that?
because you'd be shot. You'd be taken down
yeah,
by
they
like
would put
they would unleash the anti-air.
They'd be like, we can't have one of them flying. That is
It would
not
be.
allowed.
It would be like there would be like a reverse Iron Dome around Kingston. Just a fucking homing beacon.
They put me in a facility like, are there other ones like you? It's like, what do you mean? You know what I mean, buddy.
buddy.
Bucko.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Bucko.
let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Let's look at
Me
our
and my
audience.
conservative flag thing.
Remember, you want to ask questions? This will be the end of the August thread. There will be the end of the show forever.
This is it. We're done.
This will be the end of the August thread. There will be a September thread over on the Patreon, patreon.com/the Snark Tank. You can go over there, and at the $5 tier, you can ask us a question, and we'll read it on the show. Make it short. Make it like just reasonably written. Don't send a paragraph. I appreciate like the long write-ins. I do, but like we can't put them on the show. It's just like we got to consider time. But go over there. If you don't, we'll kill you. And I'm about to read our $25 and up patrons, our homeless fans. Or patreon.com/snarktank.shop, all that beautiful stuff. Still waiting on art, by the way, for some new merch. That is coming. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought.
You ever tried to drink the earth? Like this, like go into a river, lay down.
Yeah. Count me down.
Over and then,
Oh, did you see fucking Ludacris drinking from a glacier?
The fuck are you talking about?
So Ludacris, you know the
That's fucking ludicrous.
Chris.
Imagine point blank.
You're looking at the guy you're doing it to do it to. You're like,
That is the way to go out, though, isn't it?
Point blank RPG.
put it on his chest, so there's no way you miss.
How
all.
does that work?
Would
it go off at all?
It'll probably just go straight through.
It'll
you.
probably would it, or would it just
Or
like
knock you back
push
and
you
then blow
back,
you
and
up.
then the thing will just
It
be
probably
kind of like
it'd probably push you back and then blow up.
Is the whole thing explosive, or is just the tip explosive?
The tip is the explosive.
So if I somehow grab the other part,
So yeah, apparently
That's how
throw it at
I'm
the
pretty
guy?
sure that's how all like airborne explosives work. I don't think the whole thing is necessarily a bomb. I think some of it is just a
I think
deliberate.
the tip explodes, and then obviously there's like
The tip explodes and then the back is like shrapnel. It's meant to explode. I could be
Sounds-
wrong though. There could
sounds
be like a
penis.
there could be like a military expert who's
who's like,
laughing
these
at
guys
it.
are so
You
dumb.
guys
I'm gonna
don't
kill them
understand.
when I fucking lose my mind finally and kill people. I'm gonna go after them.
All right, count me down.
3.
Well, wait, hold on. Count him down, and then I'll
I'll
count you down and count me down again.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck.
Start over.
Yeah, start over. Hold on.
I can't
Okay.
believe you.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
I need you to count me down at this point, though.
Okay.
Sold my virginity.
Then I count you down. You count him down.
Yes.
Okay,
So
all right, go.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Sold my virginity for a Luffy sticker. Chris on his
terrible
deathbed. Chris.
Terrible fucking
Sure,
joke.
someone killed themselves. It's so stupid.
One guy was like, I need one more thing to upset me, and then I'm fucking done.
That was it.
And he was like, "Fuck, this is it.
It's so stupid.
Why was he drinking from a glacier?
Oh,
For the minerals.
because he's a fucking idiot, and everybody was like, "There's a music video where he had like prosthetic hands on,
hands.
really big, and everyone's
yeah,
like,
I
they're like,
remember that
oh, this
video.
is clearly him after he drank from the glacier because he has every fucking disease and ancient."
Ancient disease.
He's got fucking colonies of microbes swelling his hands.
He's probably stronger now, though.
It's either or.
Either you die fast
It's
with
like
fucking
fucking-
the ancient
It's like when you
flu that
drink fucking
dinosaurs had.
you drink the darkspawn blood. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
I don't wanna-
You're either a Grey Warden or you
you're
die.
dead as shit.
I don't want to deal with it. And
When the guy ran off, the one dude that
Dude.
he was like rational, like in Dragon Age Origins, right? There's these people called Grey
Wardens.
The Grey Wardens, they have to ingest the blood, the flesh of one of the fucking
The Darkspawn.
the Darkspawn, like the monsters. And then the guy's going over it, telling you what happens. And one guy has a very rational, I don't want to potentially die or become damn near like a witcher that's fucking crazy. And he's trying to run off, and your lieutenant murders him.
Shanks the shit
He
out of him.
murders him.
Because he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is fucked up, And he's like, sorry, son. Like, essentially, that is what is the point of killing that guy? Like, it's like, there was literally no point to
He
killing
didn't
him.
have to murder him.
It's not like, unless, like, what? Are
He
they
didn't, like, have the power? It's not even
do
a
they
secret
keep,
way.
that's what I'm saying.
They
like,
know that's how you create Grey Wardens. That's a known thing, and people don't want to do it.
so,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, that's how
No, they don't know. People don't know they create Grey Wardens.
Apparently, so the whole, I was just like,
but you find people that know it.
But I
though.
was like, you can find people in that crazy world that would be like, I'll drink this so I can have a connection to the Darkspawn and know where they are. Because that's the whole point. You'll have a connection, you know where they are, and you're supposed to fight the Blight. Why do you have to trick people into doing it?
it's occurring to me now how hyper specific this podcast is.
About like
yeah.
how niche.
Like this would be a perfect podcast for somebody who loves BioWare
and
rap.
Red Dead.
and politics.
And yeah, and
That's a lot of business. These are good. We're very BioWare oriented. I realize that we're very BioWare, very Gears of War.
Yeah.
We're very
Red Dead.
2000s game oriented.
2000s video games are our specialty.
That's very much
well, I
where
thought
we
about this.
exist.
I was like, okay, could somebody take this to an average person and could they enjoy this? And I'm like, maybe they can enjoy an episode, but like not the because they have to know gaming. They have to understand. Maybe at least understand gaming to a certain extent, like, and then maybe get interested in Gears, get interested in Red Dead, get interested in maybe some BioWare shit.
Us, and
that's terrifying.
Really
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's watched a few of our podcasts.
So he's heard me make fucking like, hey, it's me, Lily.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
I think he does it again.
I know. Well, he's already heard it, so I'm
he's
like,
he's probably like, she does fucking sound like that. Annoying asshole.
it's fucking
That
so
is crazy.
annoying. I agree.
But it's the idea is that like I think our podcast is for I don't know. It's if you don't take things seriously, we're a good podcast to listen to. But if you take things seriously, this is a terrible podcast. To listen
Oh
to.
yeah,
like
100%.
truly
Yeah.
awful.
Dude, I've heard
like, truly awful. Because like if I really cared about politics and I listened to our podcast,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
these
You'd be-
guys are
you'd be
fucking
furious.
idiots.
why
They're-
in Christ's name would you be listening to us if you cared about
But just
politics?
by happenstance, because
Right.
you guys have a trailing of politics.
Sure,
in both ways
I
you
can
do.
talk very
You guys-
seriously about politics,
You guys
but-
don't fuck with that shit much anymore.
Yeah.
but like you guys definitely had some people that come in and were like, I want to hear them be mad about what the fuck you're talking about sucking dicks. What's going on?
But that
here?
always wilds me out. There's a political show that I listen to called Cognitive Dissonance, but they're also a comedy show because they're always making each other laugh. And they've had throughout the years, they've been going for like a fucking 15 years or something. And they're like, it always boggles my mind when there's people that talk shit to us. They'll write in and say, all you guys do is laugh all the time. You're like, yeah, because we're best fucking friends, asshole. And we want to have fun talking about horrible shit. And I was just thinking
Yeah.
of that person. The fuck do they want to listen to? They want to listen to some asshole just like, things are dire.
Some people
Republicans
need that. Some people
have
need that.
made a
Some
little
people need
Yeah,
traction.
like, I don't
and I'm
know.
like, I want to
That's not something I
bash
could
my
listen to for an hour.
fucking
I'm
head.
not that kind of person but I think what happened, there's a degree of not taking things serious enough in the political world at times, especially on our side of things, where I think not taking things seriously enough.
Well, the thing is, it's just no one's transparent about like the obvious fact, which is, you know, we'll sit here and we have our opinions and we're strong about them. I think we feel strongly about them, but we will also come out and tell you this is not a source that you should be going to.
Oh, 2 million percent.
But the difference is like you will never hear that from like a Shapiro or like a fucking, you know, any of these people, you know. They think that they are genuinely an arbiter of like genuinely good information who should be the source of people's primary argument. Like that's not where you should be. We're telling you straight up honestly, that's not what you should be here for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
We have opinions that are ours, and the best thing you could do is figure out what you believe and then involve yourself in local government.
Yeah.
100%. That's what you should do. That is a fact. That is a fact that I'm telling you should do for sure.
Look, I think. Well, I also when you're consuming political information, I think there should always be something, a control. The one thing that always remains the same, no matter where you hear it from, so you can be like, this is probably more true than not. And I feel like most people don't do that, right? It's the one thing. Say you do an experiment and there's a control in an experiment. There needs to be that one thing when you're testing different things. This one thing has not budged.
This is not changed.
Yeah, so this
and
is the
I feel
control.
and that's the problem with a lot of politics. People just say random shit
Totally.
and just fucking lie about
Yeah.
shit. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna try to figure this out. Like that was me when I was younger. Before I was like,
You were just a liar.
of course, but also when I was younger about politics, I just didn't know where anyone really stood exactly. You know, it was more in a grain in the sand now than then. Like obviously, like. Oh, Democratic people were more or less
gay.
for gay people, I guess. And I was
No.
like, ew. But as I got older, I was like, okay, my beliefs are these things, and these people used to once upon a time try to fight for them. Now they're saying they are, and I kind of agree with them.
Yeah.
You know, because
If I talk about this stuff, I usually try to talk about like why people think the way they think,
Yeah.
or like why people people are absorbing this, or like the patterns that emerge. I don't necessarily try to talk super didactically.
I think people should like also try to have fun. You know, like I think because the podcast I mentioned again, I just name dropped. They hold on. The
There
podcast
were legs.
The podcast that I name dropped, they give very serious and very critical information. They're always trying to they're always trying.
The fuck are you drawing, man? Well, you know what we should do? We should get a camera. I'm gonna get
that'd be
like a
cool.
webcam.
An overhead?
An overhead, just like
You could make it spin too.
Yeah.
Like in Westfield, the fucking
I did that for a video once. I taped my
But I guess
camera
what I
to
was
my
saying
ceiling.
Are
real
those
quick.
pants?
Yeah, so it started off being like I was gonna draw
Derek's drawing.
penis.
I drew a Costco child on
Yeah.
our little. We have a little whiteboard on the desk for
But
people
then
who
you
just listen.
deceitfully. It's like when people will draw something.
The food thing.
Yeah, like
They made it goofy. And I was like, this is so disrespectful.
I love that so much. That shit is great.
That made me so mad. It's like, you are so rude to me as a person doing that.
It's
I knew what that was. You're gonna try to show me it's not.
It's so obviously. I love that. That's
All right.
great.
That shit.
All right, let's get back to reading.
Yeah, have fun.
Chris
Have fun.
on his deathbed. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Kingston curb stomping a baby with Link's iron boot. Just letting you know that there is what is that? M&M kart racing game.
Oh, cool.
It's probably not good. I have I have Dicklixia. Drink me some bleach, boys, and free my soul. I want to get tossed in a fucking hole.
Hell yeah.
The Kiwi who spent the last 6 months binging the Snark tank and now has a golf ball sized hole in his frontal lobe, making Rex rail the racism from Ashley for 48 hours. I'm playing Mass Effect 1 right now, and I'm probably gonna go through the entire trilogy, and then maybe I'll move on to I don't know, maybe I'll try Dragon Age.
Nice. I thought you were gonna say fucking Andromeda. I was like, damn.
Fuck no. I really hated Andromeda so totally, so completely in every way that I really I don't think I could find anything redeeming about it.
I feel you. I tried again a few months ago, and I quit pretty. I really wanted to just.
Maybe this isn't as bad as I remember.
It had been
that
so
happens
long.
sometimes.
It had been so long that characters on industry. The combat is okay. That's all I can say.
Our friend, one of our friends is just about as big a fan as you, and he played that game for one day, and he came out and he was just sad for the rest of the week. Remember?
Who is this?
Whisk. Because he came out on his birthday, literally.
Oh, that's right.
He literally, he's like another insane Mass Effect fan as well, and it's just like
he's like, happy birthday to me, fuck.
He literally, we saw him the next day. We're like, how's the game? He was like, I'm just gonna stay home today, guys. We're like, let's go get food. He was like, I'm just gonna stay here today, guys. You guys
he was devastated.
It's like a friend died or something.
I mean, it's kind of
literally.
I've been there,
It's
dude.
more than a friend.
I've been there. I was there on Halo 5 release day.
Yeah.
I was just watching.
Do we all have a game that was like, when it came out and it just broke our hearts?
Probably, yeah.
For me, it was Kingdom Hearts 3. I played Red Dead, and I played that game. And
well, you were in denial about it for a while, too.
I was playing it.
You liked it.
I thought I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought I liked
it.
And then Gabby was like, Kingston, are you sure you're having fun? And I looked at her with tears in my eyes, and I was like, I'm not having fun. I'm really sad. You can't play a game like Red Dead and play that game. It's just, that is not the way you do that. That is not the way you do that.
Now go back and try it again.
Oh, dude, you know what I'm pumped about, though? I can't believe I didn't mention this. This is this is very specifically like a Chris thing. But they're coming out with a Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver remastered, and it was like leaked because I think it was like a toy fair. There was like a figure of Raziel, I think. I can't remember his name.
That's
exactly.
the main character, right?
Of Legacy of Kain. And
That's
I was just
really
like,
cool.
Perfect. That's like the last thing that I needed from like the PS1 that hasn't been like brought forward was like Legacy of Kain and Croc, Legend of the Gobos.
I'm super excited about that because I have the shitty fucking ports.
Oh yeah,
on Steam, and
Can you get it on Steam? Still, no, it's gone. You can't purchase it no more on Steam, right?
You probably can.
You probably can because they're all like $1.
Yeah, but they run terrible. It's like the original Tomb Raider games that you can still play. It's just like you wouldn't.
Yeah,
play
it's like
there's so many old Steam keys that exist that I wish I could just get because I don't have the keys. I wish I could use a Steam key to be able to play the games. Because you put the key in, you can get the game, but you can't go on the page and buy them anymore.
Don't you just?
God, give me some Legend of Dragoon though, man. Like fuck, you just said
Wait,
that.
didn't you
Don't
just fucking mod your?
I mean,
Steam
it's
deck?
hacked too, but I want to play it on my computer. You know,
right? I haven't done that yet for my thing. I'm too like. It looks like too much.
I played it. It's really not that long of a deal, man. It's like a 25-minute, half an hour process if you pay attention.
It just feels like a lot.
It's really not. It's like I kid you not. It's really quick.
I would pay somebody to do that for me.
I want to do it, but I don't got a new PC and out of nowhere, I've tried everything. The audio keeps. So first I thought, dude,
It's all these mods that he keeps.
No, it's not.
I don't know what to do with it.
I have not.
I'm squirting in my own face.
This.
I tried to download 40 gigs of RAM.
No, this new PC I have not been fucking with everything right now, except for one nude mod or whatever.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
overclocked my PC to have everybody and everything that shows up have a dick, and it doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why.
Everything has a dick. My recycling bin has a dick. My start menu has a dick.
My computer's fucking screaming. What's
If
wrong
that were
with
possible, it's screaming.
And it's all Unreal Engine. It's an Unreal Engine 5 penis rendered in real time
hard
that
as
reacts to
shit.
physics. So if you drag the folder around, it
That's
reacts.
crazy.
I don't know what's wrong with my computer. It sounds like it's about to take off. You see you see fire in it.
I'm trying to figure out what's actually wrong with it though. I thought it was like a driver issue with the audio, and
That happened to me at first too. I had some weird thing where my audio wasn't coming out of my speakers correctly. I gotta get new speakers up. My speakers are fucking old.
Do you use
mine was just dropping off.
Do you use a PS5 controller on your PC?
No, not anymore. I figured out how to change that.
Wasn't that fucking irritating?
It was really stupid.
I
It was
can't believe
happening
that.
with PS4 as well, actually.
I had to put the.
It's worse with PS5 because PS5 has a mic on it.
Yeah.
So then it does the same thing with your microphone. It's so stupid.
So I couldn't put it on the front ones. I had to put it in the back, and it would work for some reason, which is really fucking stupid.
It's really stupid.
But
yeah.
I had what was I doing? So it wasn't working. So Lily had to go onto my computer, look up all my drivers, remove like most of them, then re-download 2 separate drivers to make the audio work correctly.
Yeah, I've tried so far. I've tried everything. I've updated everything that's possible. Because the Realtek's fucking trash. You know, but that's what you got to deal with.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Yeah, so it's like I've tried that, and it's just the audio keeps cutting out. It just keeps dropping.
I gotta get a new.
It just out of fucking nowhere.
For me, it was just like sometimes I'd put my headphones in and then my audio wouldn't work at all anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I try to use there's no audio coming out of my computer for a while. It was happening, and I thought it was just me. But people are like, oh no, this kind of just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like go in, remove all of your audio drivers, and then put them back in, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, I tried that. I've tried everything. I actually got new because my motherboard had some drivers from earlier this year. Put them in. Didn't do anything. I can't figure it out. Like, it's fucking insane. I've tried everything that I can't. Right now, I'm at the where I'm like, are you motherfuckers just gonna have to give me a new motherboard? I'm just wondering because I've tried everything. The only thing that I think is the only thing that I did differently recently was just update my graphics card, driver, the fucking RTX shit. And I was like, I wonder if it's that because I updated it. It was a week. It came out a week ahead of some Wukong.
What
Black
graphics card do you have?
Huh?
What's your graphics card?
4070.
Nice.
12
dude.
gig.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. And so I wonder if I updated and it ruined my graphics card right now.
It's Dabbis.
It's Dubis.
It's
Dubious.
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 Dobby's mysterious cousin, dubious.
It's Dobby and Doobie. Look at him. He's so classic.
Like, what are you gonna
Anyway.
do? I don't know.
Fuck, where's I at?
We're Costco guys.
We're not even far.
Costco guys, we've been fucking raping the fucking feathers off birds.
That's fucking insane.
we
We're
lure
Costco
the
guys.
pigeons.
Of course we eat a big bag of pigeon calves every day.
The dad definitely does, dude.
We're
Dad,
Costco guys.
absolutely.
Of course, we skin cats alive.
I really love the idea of him being recorded saying it like that while he's doing it in a hyper realistic fashion.
And you just hear the cat in the background
Really?
and he's so calm. Of course.
Of
With
course.
Costco guys.
He has the cat in a grip that is unbelievable.
He's doing it with a dollar shave razor.
He's like holding
Brought
it
to
in
you
a
by-
way that the cat's only its feet are able to move. Its head is stuck. It's screaming. He just he just rolls it out.
Oh my god. The Silver Spermer versus Ben 10 and his speakers. Penis gripping. Deep need for dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Penis
No, Kanye, don't say that. The Jews are not gay. Vaughn of the Dead. That's wild. Bukake, my biscuit. Round-eyed Asian. The Tale of Matt Walsh. One man's journey to find the world's lowest age of consent.
Nice.
His veiny dick and me. Chip Skylark. Scooby. Rook Raggy,
Digging me.
Ripper Reds, and Rune Rickets. I ain't hanging out with a bunch of gooners like Valerie in the dead Discord chat. Blair White canonically banging Alex Jones. Derek, don't watch the current One Piece anime. Netflix is making a remake with better animation and no filler. The Second Coming. What is that? This is a Nazi flag? What is that?
In someone's shower.
Oh my god.
What the hell, dude?
I mean, hey man. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure that guy that this thinks it's based, the guy that posted it.
Yeah, he probably thinks like we used to be a real country. It makes no fucking
They said
sense.
my wife said I don't get to DUI the house anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure he like.
Why is my second account full of stuff like this?
I bet,
I'm not liking
that
anything.
that
like
guy.
this.
I imagine like that it's just actually his house.
It's his house.
At some point, years ago, I thought he was a normal person. Then I'm like, oh, this guy's insane.
Elon elonging Dick Musk in his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck.
What's happening?
The Second Coming of Miguel O'Hara's transmass pussy, rotating Miguel O'Hara's transmass pussy in my mind like a rotisserie chicken to flex on the people who can't visualize an apple. Death, Shadow of the Epstein Tree to the Dune of DuckTales, butt fuck splooge. Jack the world's fastest Maori, Sween, how does it feel to have the best... What is this? How does it feel to have that? How does it feel that the best black driver of all time, Lewis Hamilton, is British? I don't even know what that is. What is
The best driver? Is that some Formula One shit or something?
yeah, like who the fuck? Look,
I'm
nobody,
not European, dude. I
look,
don't watch that
look,
shit.
yeah, come on. No. If you're the best driver, you're not doing Formula One or NASCAR. You're doing heists. Jack,
Does that really happen even still?
heists? Probably not.
So yeah, go do Formula One and shit then.
I guess that's
If
just
Formula One was so good,
Why is there a Formula 2?
there you go. Big meaty stinks.
So mind-bogglingly stupid.
My dick's so big I can tie it in a knot and still suck it. Andy the man whose handies are now A tier but not his dandy. Schizophrenic Chris Redfield killing all of Africa. I forgot about that.
All of it.
Marvin
Yeah.
Straight, heterosexual healing. Heath
Straight.
Smoker, Gids rubbing icy out on my freshly shaved and Nick penis and balls. Jordan basketball penisin. Night Op, Little Niggy. Ratatouille did Columbine. Yo, that'd be wild. Can you imagine you just like
It's
you
just the
you
picture,
wake.
but it's him. I hate.
No,
how much
it's not. It's not that it's the picture that it's him, but it's like imagine like you wake up one day and you can't control what you're doing, and you do a Columbine because a rat is
Oh,
pulling
no.
your hair under your hat.
And you're
Wait a
trying
minute.
to, and you have a chef's hat on for some reason.
Wait a minute.
You wake up with a hat. That is crazy. That poor kid.
That was
Yeah.
like
Didn't even mean to do it. They didn't even know that. You could see it in the footage if you look closely
If you
enough.
look closely,
you
see
could
the
see the
chef's hat.
you could see the rat.
Stupid fucking rat.
That stupid Remy Bucks a plenty or whatever the fuck his
Remy
name is.
Le-
Remy
Bowl.
Bucks of Plenty's from what you call from
Fairly Odd
I
Parents.
think the rat's
Lemieux.
LeBeau.
LeBeau.
Remy Lemieux is
I think
fucking Gambit. It's Gambit.
Yes.
sitting on his head.
It's a tiny
It's a
gambit. Please, you have to believe me. When I shot up that school, there was a tiny gambit on my head pulling my hair and thus
kinetically-
controlling all of my motor functions.
Kinetically
cops
charged
like-
my hair, and then he could control me.
And the cop's like,
That
yeah,
movie-
sure, mon ami. And you see, you look
Sure,
closely
mon
at
ami,
the cop.
The cop says mo to me.
And you see it's Gambit.
Gavin is controlling the
Yo, the core conceit of that movie is actually insane. If you you really let a lot go.
Either that guy's like has no will.
Because Toy Story, yeah. Because like Toy Story is like, okay, what if toys like were real and they were high? And it's like, okay, and obviously fantastical, obviously not possible, but you know, in the mind of a kid, plausible.
fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know that pulling your hair doesn't make you fucking do
Yeah, he's
anything.
like, ow, you
You
fuck,
know?
ow, what the fuck?
Ow.
I think the combination of Remy sitting on his head activating some sort of neurons and
What is the science? Somebody needs to dissect the science of Ratatouille so we have a clear answer to this.
That's funny.
That's so preposterous.
Yeah, there's all these fucking like chemicals coming off him. You know, like these pheromones that
it's
are.
the rat. The rat
affecting
being
you.
on his head in general is
Yeah.
making him.
Has a
fucking
rat been on your head?
No, it's. I mean, that's true. I don't know what that experience is like.
Exactly.
So, like, maybe there is a plausible way
Maybe the only people that sleepwalk are people
because
who
they have rats. A rat hijacks you for like a brief
Bingo.
period of the
You
night.
go
Bingo.
And you go and you fucking do the parachuting, Rats on your head.
Bingo.
If I was a Ratatouille rat, I would make people do crazy shit and then abandon them in the middle of it.
I would make people have gay sex and then fuck. You were gonna do it. You would have gay sex and be like, send her.
I was gonna make dudes that are so upset about gay people. I was gonna make them fuck like crazy.
I would make them really accustomed.
I'd make gym bros get pegged fucking brutally.
I would make them really accustomed to a specific skill. I would stay dedicated to a person, and I would like stay on their head for months, and they would be like a professional like snowboarder or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to like the snowboarding championships, whatever the fuck, who cares? The snow games, whatever it's called.
Games.
And we'd go like, okay, you got to snowboard down Mount Everest, and then we would start at the top, and then right at the top I would jump off.
Kill him.
I would just have it. It's up to you now.
Fuck out of him.
I've done all the work up until this point, but now it's you. Now it's you. That's your turn. Your time to shine.
I want to completely. I want to completely psycho.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Psycho
Ratatouille too. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Let's do it.
I want the NBA though.
I
Like
wanna-
make him in the NBA.
So he jumps real high, and then you bail, and then he breaks his legs, like Kevin Ware.
I want to get him like. I want him to like. I want to get him in a situation that's gonna be really dangerous for him. Like, like he's fucking. I don't know. Like he's in the middle of an MMA fight, and then like I'd have him. I want to train him to like. He's about to get hit, and then I jump off, and I'm like, have fun dying, and he's fighting like friends from Ngannou.
And he's just fucking
in a cage match,
wailing.
And then Ngannou's like roided up for some reason.
Hey, what is this? I didn't sign up for a cage match.
He comes out and it's a Ngannou just he unfurls like
He
a
punches-
ball of muscle.
he
And
punches-
stands up.
He punches dents into his head to the point where he looks like both of these people at different points in the fight.
There's one frame there's one frame that he looks exactly like Jim Belushi for one frame of the fight. He's just
That's
and then a frame goes on. He's back to his regular.
I love the idea of being beat so hard you look different. It's so crazy.
that is. I like it because people also understand
yeah,
it too.
it's
Like,
like
I love the
the
idea.
cartoonish amount of violence that is
The
implied by
idea of
that.
the guy jumping off the building and turning into ET for a moment is still so funny.
It's really
Because
amazing.
He hits the ground. He's just
Amazing.
like
It's undeniable. Like if you slow the footage down.
Like that is like that is ET. Like there's no the guy that jumps looks like I don't know. Looks like
He just looks like a person.
He looks like Lyle. Like absolutely not that. And then he hits the ground. And it's just like
Oh my god, it's like that kid. You know what it's like? Do you remember that we lost this video to time?
what?
But you remember that video?
The kid that gets kicked.
We used to talk about this video a lot. It's lost to time. There's no way to find it. I have no clue where this thing is at this point. There's this video of like it's really low fidelity, right? And it's this kid on the street, and then some woman kicks him in the shin or something, kicks him in the ass or something, and then it zooms in and he opens his mouth and there's like a high pitched squeak that like echoes and resonates. But like the kid looks like just a normal like minority child. And then it zooms in and he looks like, I'm not even exaggerating,
During the zoom and he becomes every kind
like
of person.
yeah, like he looks like a different background, different person every single time as it's moving in because the video's been degraded by so many like saves. That, like,
interesting.
wait a minute, hold on, you're gonna fucking die when I look. Keep talking amongst
Am I be able to
yourselves.
find this?
Talking
Wait,
about,
oh man, I would say Derek read the names, but no, because we're just
shit.
not reading them.
Yeah, we'll just make up the names.
Big
Big Dick PP.
Puss in Juice.
Yeah, Puss and Juice. Is that the new Disney or whatever?
Puss in Juice.
Puss in Juice.
Puss and Juice.
I like that.
Puss in Juice.
Also played by Antonio Banderas. He's just making pussy sounds. Pussy sounds just like.
I mean, he was making a lot of pussy sounds probably in his daytime.
Oh,
Motherfucker. God damn,
I think
bro.
he's still doing it.
You know what I mean? It
It
looks like that at a certain point.
Is that a dinosaur or a worm?
I don't know. I look up sad puppet.
The dinosaur's
Sad
dick.
puppet meme worm is what I searched and I found it.
Sad
So you
puppet meme worm.
But if you look up sad puppet meme worm, it's what. But dude, it looks like a normal kid, and then it zooms in, and it's like really out of focus. But it looks like that out of focus. It's crazy.
Oh my
Is that
god!
video actually entirely gone?
I can't find it. Anyway, Ratatouille did Columbine. Thanks for your support. Wave dashing at 30 miles per hour in the dead of night. Kevin Durant's feet. Iron Maiden, Trooper. You fuck my ass, but I'll fuck yours. I'll suck you off till my face is blue. Mr. Pants. How to tell you. Oh, how do y'all feel about Tim Waltz as someone from Minnesota? He's pretty good. I feel pretty good about him.
Yeah, he seems like a cool nigga, man. Seems like a real nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The saving grace of the ticket, quite frankly.
Absolutely. That was
it could have been fucking Josh Shapiro or something, where that guy's a fucking Obama clone.
Or it could have just been fucking.
Guy.
It could have been like we could have had a Kamala Doug Funny ticket.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but
you want your vice president to be dressed in his underwear, pretending to be fucking Quail Man?
I would have
hallucinating.
That would have look at man. I feel like I'm clearly in a coma and I'm rolling with this. That's basically what I'd be thinking.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, I guess
he doesn't even speak. He just hums the Doug.
Yeah, he just do. This is people are explaining like this is not exactly Doug because that's not what Doug did. It's like Oh man. I feel bad for Doug screwing up.
Fucking Rogers somehow like he's the moderator of the debate of him and JD Vance. All right, funny. You got 30 seconts. How you gonna fix the economy, loser? How
you gonna fix the economy, loser? That's an awesome fucking visual. Listen, funny. I'm gonna kill you. He's on the debate stage. Oh my fucking god! All right, baller of the first sin, cardboard pie, spum befutters. I want to be yours, pretty baby, yours, and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey. I'm a fag for the bone.
Fag for the bone.
That's so stupid. I came up with something. I had a schizophrenic moment yesterday where like I was thinking of Annie. The
you were
and
you
I was
were.
like, and I had to send it to the group chat because I was like, this there might be something here.
It took me a second because I at first was thinking of like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
His like no, sorry, actually no, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking of the Beatles.
Fucking moron forgot what he was thinking.
I actually did. I totally did because it's the same thing. I mean, that's
such a normal thing to happen. But
I was thinking of "It's a Hard Cock Night." Like, I fucked up. But then then I understood when you put the "For Us More Come."
Yeah,
like, it's a hard cock night, more come. It's a hard cock night, more come. And then I saw it way later, and then I put "Sucking penis, we get meat." No, just, I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't think of anything
I was like,
clever.
I had to get it out.
Yeah,
because it was just like I sang it to myself in the shower.
In the shower, it's a hard cock night. Just fucking all
like,
soapy and shit.
You're like halfway through the shower. You're like, you run to the phone, soaking wet.
The phone was wet. I was like dragging, like I could hear it sparking as it was typing.
Oh fuck! I gotta get another phone.
Fuck, it was worth it.
My 16th phone.
He just can't stop taking notes in the shower. But he doesn't buy the water-resistant phone.
Yeah, right. Or at least a fucking case.
He refuses. There's no way in hell he'd do that. Like, what am I, a
case?
fucking pussy?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay more
case.
just for a phone. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna pay $100 more just so the phone can resist water. It's like, Dad, you buy new phones every week, and it's so much more expensive than just buying one water. You can keep doing what you're doing. Actually, it's dumb, but you can keep doing it. You just buy the right phone.
Dad, my college fund is empty now because of this.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Fuck you, loser kid.
You loser kid. I got a new phone. What do you have, bitch?
Yeah,
What do you have? Flexing on your
Have to
kids.
work.
On your
What do
own
you- what do
kid.
you have? You have to work now to pay for my new phone.
Flexing on your own kids with a better phone is crazy. It's like, what phone do you got, loser? The one I bought you?
The one I bought you, little bitch.
The one I got from secondhand shop. That phone flips open still. You fucking.
Enjoy your iPhone 4S in 2036.
bet they won't even be able to work then.
Yeah, there's no shot. I mean, they barely function now.
I have a 6S, and like I try to run Raid Shadow Legends on it, and it's like.
It literally cries like a baby.
You know the videos of the people going to the chiropractors like other countries and they're just straight up hitting them with fucking mallets in their fucking scoliosis, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Another perfect encapsulation of how fucked we are as a society. There are people that go to those people. They see that happening, and people are like, I want that.
I have a video.
I want that. I saw this old lady getting her neck essentially almost her head detached from her body. He is pulling so hard, and she is making the most unpleasant noises ever. And I'm like, why? And I'm like,
listen to this.
Like,
you cannot, as a man, let another man make you make that sound.
Like that last part where he's just that doesn't do anything.
That is like you're doing that's disciplining a child in the 60s. Is what he's doing.
That's abuse. That's straight up abuse.
That's discipline.
My pot roast was 2 minutes late. And then he just
he did.
Here you go, wife. I'm gonna beat on you now. And he starts fucking. He does a dragon. He does Tatsuzer, and then fucking goes into fucking shoulder. You're like, what? Why are you doing that?
I expected dinner. Come here, and he does like what the Hulk did to Loki in the Avengers.
He picks her up and he SPDs her like Zangief. Full cyclone! It's like, no, my mom's gonna die. Imagine seeing that. He's like, oh, my mom's about to die now.
Yeah,
lady, I'm about to give you an atomic buster right now. Lady, after that, I'm going to do a Tatsumaki Senbyaku.
You better hope you have armor, because I'm finna kill you, bitch.
I'm going to kill you good. My roast was lukewarm. I don't appreciate that.
I will kill you now.
You're
jolly old dipshit. They done turned White Panther woke. Cypher guy, I love that idea, by the way. Freak Bob, White Panther. The summer is nearly gone, but still no Bunty. I don't know. He just vanished.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you said something about winter, but like the only way that I could remember that is if it was like a long time ago. So like,
it would make sense for him to come in winter, so he didn't freeze and
die
shit.
from the fucking chili mans.
Yeah, the chili mans.
The chili mans in Canada.
The chili man can.
It is so cold up here.
Yeah.
It
is
Especially for an Indian.
The summer is nearly gone and still no
French,
Bunty.
right?
Yes.
He must.
It would be crazy to live in Quebec and not
Yeah.
Do they
speak
not
French.
speak English there? Is it
They only
English?
speak French and gay.
Is the main language there? Is the main language there French?
I think so.
I think so. It's French, English, gay, French, English.
And then gay again.
And then,
Gay again 2 more times.
yeah.
And then Ebonics.
I don't care.
Ebonics.
They sound like fucking
Damn. It's the, they kind of do, though. They kind of already do.
Ew! It's like a Banjo Kazooie slide whistle of a person.
I think he just figured out what E40 sounds like. He does sound like a slide whistle.
I'm in the club with my homies. Out here taking pictures on babies.
He's like an auto-tuned Tim Allen.
Oh my! Auto-tune Tim Allen isn't. Has somebody done that?
Tim Allen's dead, right?
They must have done that.
Dead, right?
Ostensibly.
I think he's another one of those fucking assholes that are like, oh, trans people, right? Or like.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, but most likely.
I swear, maybe I'm thinking of a different person, but I felt like he was
of Woody Allen.
I might.
Back in my day, men went and women went stop, and we ignored them.
Let's see.
We didn't listen.
Tim Allen. I forgot how to spell that. It's something like crazy.
I want to see Tim Allen in a wheelchair in a nursing home, just. He's just barking at everybody that passes by, talking about like fucking Allen wrenches. I fucking hated his. Do you remember when we sat and watched his stand up?
Yeah,
when we lived
Joe's
together.
house?
No, it was at This was at Olive, when we lived together in Olive, and we just were sitting bewildered watching it.
People were cheering.
People were cheering for that. Yeah, it was just some guy barking and talking about lawn equipment.
Did he sell meth?
Yeah, it was the best thing he's ever did.
Yeah. I liked Home Improvement, but I was also a child.
I hated it. I fucking hated it.
Also a child.
It was wild how obvious it was that, like, because I'm white ostensibly, right?
Yeah,
but
technically, yeah.
I remember specifically watching shows like Home Improvement and like Full House and like these other shows, and I remember being like, this feels too white for me. Before I even understood what that meant, you know, but I felt it.
I'm not quite like you guys.
I was like, this is not Fresh Prince or the Parkers or even Seinfeld.
This is not the Parkers. This is not the Parkers. The fact that you watch the Parkers bothers me so much.
I don't know why that's so shocking to you.
Because, like, the Parkers is such a black show. That's what makes it so crazy. The Parkers was so black, parts of my family didn't watch that shit. Because they was like, oh, that's too black for me to watch. And it's the black people that were like, that's this nigga shit.
Yeah.
And then Chris, fucking 9-year-old Chris is like, I can't wait to see Professor Ogilvy and Rick and Miss Parker ended together. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
I really was excited.
I was hoping they did end up at the end. I was like,
I have very strong nostalgic associations with that.
UPN?
UPN 9.
What is it? Undoubtedly produced for niggas. That's a UPN.
Now,
it was very black oriented.
Historically, they said underpaid niggas. That was historically what we knew it as. Yeah, those underpaid niggas because they ain't paying them as much as fucking Bob Saget and shit. You know what I mean?
Bob Saget.
Yeah. I always I
thought it was Bob Saget.
It should have been because I was like, man, you're fucking. Your name is way too close to the best fucking slur. Yeah. Like it's just way too close.
He probably in retrospect, he probably loved that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
My name's Bob Saget. Sort of like
he fucking snorted like a fucking pig.
Snarl growls. Sort of like the F word.
I don't like that you're good at that.
What
snarling like a fucking like a berserker.
Berserker snarl. Don't they just like fucking twitch and run at things? And they say help. I can't see.
Can I get a birthday shout out? My name's Tyrese.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Tyrese.
Happy birthday, Tyrese. Tyrese Gibson.
I don't know.
I just saw that thing when he was his recent interview when he was
with Shannon Sharp.
Not Shannon Sharp with Charlamagne.
No.
Why do people go on Charlamagne the God show? Fuck Charlamagne the God, dude. That nigga is such a fucking
because he's so fucking pretty.
He looks like you know what's he looks like
looks like my bum ass uncle, to be honest.
You know what, Al Simmons? You know when
he looks like sluts.
You know, imagine. You know, have you ever seen Spawn? Imagine Spawn was black, the color, and that's what Charlamagne looks like.
Anyway, happy birthday, Tyrese.
Looks like when he got burned to death.
Yeah, but imagine he turned that black. That's what Charlie was like. I can't stand that fucking guy. I hope he gets fucking smited.
Is that all Tim Allen? That is
Can you
awesome.
save and send me that?
That would be my ringtone in a worse planet. Where I needed
ending. That's
if I needed more pick me ups than I currently do, that would be it. Hunter Dubois, don't give him his jacket. Pantera, the seed, the cream. Can't waste a drop. Your sperm. It's making us fucking homo. The bone in boneless chicken. Lily's asparagus binging piss dealer. Smitchy the kid, the EMT forcibly administering estrogen to old men. Help me, I'm stuck in a well. What are you showing?
It's more racism.
That is so stupid. I'm angry. Is that Negro?
Yes,
you suck. I quit. So that actually like raised my blood pressure a little bit when I saw it. She pipkin on my pippa. Stop showing me. We showed that's again.
I know, but it's so good.
All right, yeah, fucking congratulations. I got 2 dicks and I'm not afraid to use them. Help me, I'm stuck in a well. She put me on my pippa, poopy possum, bare necks, part of a complete breakfast.
Hell yeah, is it the Rizzler?
ASMR, but it's just you three making your most disgusting wet mouth noises. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners.
Yeah.
I would suck Sydney Sweeney's eggs out of her uterus like boba tea. British people come, then be like, what's all this then? What's all this then? I fall asleep to N-word compilations. Devin is pregnant. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Show speed. Join the IRA. Listening to Anne Hathaway say the N-word, singing Tupac's "How Do You Want It?"
Ew.
Transfem gremlin. I can't even express how furious you're making me. Is that live action Professor Doofenshmirtz?
He's gonna be at the Halloween thing at Disney.
Great.
Yeah, I might go.
Very cool.
He's gonna be there. He's a person of consequence. He's gonna be there. Live action Doofenshmirtz is going to be there.
I can't show this on the screen. This is actually not okay, but I saw this. It's nudity, dude.
I don't think that it's... it's not like the algorithm can't understand what it's saying.
That is crazy, though. That is one of the wildest...
I feel like the dog...
Oh, my God! I found this.
What the fuck is that? So, for those unfamiliar,
oh my fucking Christ!
What is that? Is that who is that?
It's clearly Clayton and Darth. It's how I think that's how Derek's video either ends or continues.
Oh my God! I feel like that has to be the beginning. That has to be part of it. That has to be how it started.
So describe what you're seeing.
So this is so if you guys don't know, a little while ago, Derek sent us a video of Clayton and Tarzan fucking each other. And what happened was, I was like, "Oh my God!" Then sometime this weekend,
when it's going down his throat, his eyes get so wide.
So sometime this weekend, we were on I was in obviously.
Zoom in on that.
All right, you have to send that to me because I gotta put the shit over
oh my
that.
God, yeah, you gotta have.
I wanna know, and then string it. I'll string it all together. I'll string it all together, and then
I get that flashback.
I'll do.
That's why I freaked out when I saw it.
Oh my God! All of a sudden, oh.
He literally said, "Oh my goodness." Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God,
yeah, make sure you send that to me because
I sent it to the chat already.
Oh, okay,
we're 3 hours in. I said let's read the names when it was 1 hour and something.
Dude, it was. I was like,
we were doing
cool. We're
so
gonna be
well.
done. Yeah, totally.
Transfem Gremlin, that really fucked me up. Transfem Gremlin, Yush, suntan lotion on our wieners, our waxy buttholes gaped.
Wow.
Everybody's gone surfing US gay.
So
that is so fucking insane. That is one of the most insane things. Craig the Canadian, that you stumbled upon this.
How did you find this?
I was in of course it was one of my friend's birthday. We were on Discord chat, and of course Lyle and Zach were there, and we started sending memes. And
how long ago was that?
It was a weekend or two ago. I think it was a weekend or two ago. It was
So you've been holding on to that shit for that long?
I forgot about it. It was in my treasure trove.
Yeah.
That's why I save every image that's remotely funny to me now.
It's crazy.
I save all my fucking phone. It looks like a fucking hellscape.
What was the full movie you have?
Oh, was it? Speaking of that,
you saved a movie.
He has like what is it? Fucking Mrs. Doubtfire or something.
Incredibles. I have all of the Incredibles, but also
he has the whole of it in his camera roll. By the way, not just a file on his phone.
I have all of Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse in my phone now.
You have the whole fucking movie.
This is the whole film.
He's not lying.
What the hell is wrong with
you?
Film.
This is the whole fucking
What the hell is wrong with
you?
No, I want you to think about this for a second.
Film. I own it also too already.
In what?
I already own it.
In what universe do you need the entire fucking saved movie of anything?
In your camera roll.
No, like, you know how you can just go on to Netflix and just watch it?
Well, I already own it too.
Yeah. All of that wasted space, all of the gigs that is just occupying that space that doesn't need to. I don't know.
There's no consequence. That's why.
But
when there's a consequence, I'm like, oh damn, but there's no consequence.
It's just stupid.
I refuse to do better until I have to.
You know what?
Fair enough.
You're gay.
That is
And when
true.
you're gay, you're gay.
You're gay.
And you are always gay. It's your boy, Shawnee D.
I don't know what's happening.
Until It Sleeps by Metallica.
No.
And the jizz still stains me, so stroke it until it creams.
I saw that.
I live on Mount Pussy Sniff, Wisconsin.
Nice.
3XO nutting on a girl's forehead and then smearing it with the tip of the dick while saying Simba. Master BFE. Pussy. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking, emoticons going like this.
Let me see all the bullshit I have on here.
Drip MH insulting Kingston in Jamaican Haktois. Sweeney's grandma beating him to death with a sledgehammer for saying the N-word. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Fresh Prince of Tel Aviv. Obi won't you blow me. I beat him off. Suck his penis to show off that I'm gay.
There's more.
Kremlin to Gremlin, that rotten old Jimmy Dick. Evil Sween says I love the gays. Hey, look, it's a little dead F slur. There's only one queer left. Hi,
Have you seen this?
Hi diddly D, a penis
Yes,
for
I
me,
have.
gay.
That's what you
Yes,
said.
I have. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
This feels wildly racist. I don't know why, but it's just a black person doing it. I don't know. It's just...
Listen. Metal Gay Solid be like Solid Snake. Hey, Otacon, I'm gay. Otacon, gay. That's so
Yeah, it's
dumb.
stupid. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So stupid. That's actually one of the dumbest things I've read in a while.
That is pretty gay.
I like
Dumb.
it. Wage Slave 583 Papini Brothers presents Vegeta's Galactic Food Review channel, YouTube channel. Donk Donkerson, listen to Hit My Spot by You're Pretty, hands down one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard.
No.
You gotta pay the troll soul to get in the boys' hole. Gate 6. How do people not get that just nutting into your hand and then fastballing in that shit into the nearest toilet is the true way? PP, I want long schlong silver to dig in my treasure island. Cummies imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute whiteness. Halo, but it's me coming into an electrical socket. Me be fishy. Shadow Heart's #1 simp. I understand.
Yeah. Ain't bad.
That was really the only reason I stuck with that game for as long as I did, to be honest with
Ain't
you.
bad.
I think you choose Shadowheart over the majesty that is fucking Karlak.
I could give a fuck.
I think Karlak is.
I
perfect.
think you.
Shadowheart's voice does it for me. I think
juggle
she's
them
got she's got
She's a great voice actor.
her voice is like. I don't know what that voice actress looks like, but I would be like.
I don't know. I think Karlak sounds so much better, but that's just me though. I think Karlak just sounds like.
You just want to be dominated. That's all.
I just. The thing is that no woman is bigger than me.
Right.
I mean, they are. They're just not around you.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, I gotta go to
desensitized.
fucking Hawaii or some shit like that.
I'm desensitized to that entire time.
Here we go.
Just go to a WNBA game and then be like, "Hey, sup,
But
bitch?
they're not that. I want like.
Hey, bitch, come here, bitch."
I don't want a WNBA girls. They're like athlete girls. I want a woman that's just. There's no way I could defeat her in combat at all. Period. And Karlak is that for me.
All right. Well.
Fair enough.
She's like I forgot. She's like 6 feet tall, like 6'2", and I'm like, wow, man.
She seems taller, but whatever. Maybe they're all short.
It's all Shadowheart, man.
Shard bomb.
All of them are pretty.
I think
hot
you
to me,
just juggle
honestly.
them both because I was smash.
That voice actor. I don't know what it
is.
is about that voice actor, but that was doing something for me.
Yeah.
Well, the whole time I was like, I just like hearing this person's voice.
I like
Like
the
a lot.
anger. I like the anger in her voice when she gets all angry, and she gets all like.
She gets all like
snappy.
Britishly angry.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't believe you would do something like. I'm like, shut the. I will kill you, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's stick around.
I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner snapped the chair legs off my Chris Reagan YouTubes and proceeded to tear my
Killed
legs off in
Gail so
self-defense.
fast.
Mercs 1889.
Gail. I can't
I put the
remember.
fun in funerals. Step wrong and
First time I did.
CXD.
Did you the divination version?
First
of him
Church of Keith
is
David.
overpowered as
Digimon,
shit,
use
though,
chloroform.
dude.
It's super effective.
The one that where you fuck up a roll, you get one of his spare dice to change it. Dude, such a fucking good character.
Second
wouldn't
Church of
know.
Keith
I'd never bring
David,
him with me.
featuring being
Yeah,
better than the
I
first Church of
did
Keith David.
eventually.
Pre-Roz, spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass.
Nice.
Blake
Yeah.
896, Chris trying to read like ba 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 ba. Shut up or I'm gonna shit in your pants.
Yeah.
Nice.
Crazy. Alaska Winfield Trash, Texas Tater Salad, Young Sheldon drowned in a lake of piss. Sue Hulk, tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Jizzy, formerly known as Nikki Jizzy, Nikki Ziggy.
Yeah.
Every time I see FKA, I know it's formerly known as, but like I always want to like my brain always goes to feature for some reason.
I just
Yeah.
don't. I don't see FKA enough. That's why I trip up on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so rare. Gambit's cum filled eyes. Honestly, on God, for real. Congrats this week on losing weight. Good shit, man. Keep it up. Sorry, Miss
Oh,
Jackson.
dude, I'm down 25 pounds, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I don't feel like it though. I feel like I don't feel like
You'll
it.
feel it eventually.
My clothes fit a little better. I've noticed my clothes fit better.
There you
but
go.
that's about it.
And then you fucking feel it.
But I don't feel better. Like I don't really.
Oh,
feel
What do you mean? I thought you don't feel better. You don't feel better. Or you don't feel lighter.
that. I don't feel any change.
Because I was about to say you don't feel better. You might as well just stop. Because like you're supposed to feel better.
Oh
That's
no,
the whole
dude,
point.
it's wild how much better I sleep and how much more energy I have. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
I can go to the gym like 4 times a week. That's how good I feel. And
Yeah,
I don't want to die.
I mean, I didn't
Keep it
ask
up,
for, I
pussy.
didn't ask for all that.
Keep it up.
I gotta max out more though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shut up.
Little
Sorry.
guzzling.
I gotta go 9 times a day and then die.
Okay. No, nobody cares.
That's cool.
You little pussy ass, nigga ass, drunk ass.
Nigga ass.
Just completely like
Oh, easy.
just somebody's telling like a harrowing story or just like telling us like this means a lot to me. Nobody cares. Come on.
Wow, that's really crazy. I don't remember asking. I think that's such a crazy thing to tell
That's
somebody.
great. My favorite thing is like whenever somebody's singing a song, whenever somebody's singing badly, my favorite response is like, "Oh, who sings that?" And then they'll say like, "Oh, it's this person." I'll be like, "Let's keep it that way."
Yeah.
I love that.
That one
It's
really,
such a dad
that one
thing, but I
hurts,
love
though.
it.
It hurts
It's
people.
just
though.
not
It
nice.
hurts.
It's just not nice. That's why.
That's what I love about it. It's just mean.
It is a very mean dad joke. It hurt. It stings a little bit.
Anyway.
Even if they're kind of joking, it's still like, ow. Like,
Oh,
ow.
I wish I was mean, man.
Yeah, you are. What the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
fucked up. I'm not mean. There's a difference. I'm fucked up.
sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Badly
That's a
brave.
stupid- Let's
Hugger
say dad
Derek.
shirt too. I'm not mean. I'm fucked up.
It's way worse because I'll do something terrible, but I won't be like, you're dumb or ugly. I'll be like, I'll just set your house on fire.
So that's the
Like,
next thing we're putting on another stupid
I hated
picture of
those
you.
fucking boomer shirts that they would make for us.
Yeah,
They just thought we liked them.
they're awful.
Like for some reason, like it would just be like shirts with words on it, and be like gamer at work.
yeah,
Or like just fucking just
So-
nonsense. And I'm like, why do you think we want this?
Christopher would love this. You're like, well, you
My
don't.
grandma got me a shirt from she went on a trip somewhere and she got like it was a fucking like fishing shack and she got me a shirt that said Big Blue and had like a fucking marlin on it. And she was so happy
That's like,
to give me that
you know-
shirt. I think you've seen the shirt before.
I think I've seen
Is
that
that
shirt.
what is that?
I had a shirt once
And I was like,
that
why
had it said
on earth?
it said Arizona guard dog, and it was a rattlesnake with a collar on. And the thing that sucked about it was that it was really comfortable, so I wore it a lot.
Oh my god!
But I hated it.
I was just thinking about the Obama shirt I was gifted in 2008 or 2007, whenever he was running. So
Yeah.
it had to be 2007, right?
Yeah.
I was gifted this shirt, and I was like, it was before, most of my shirts were 100% cotton. So when I got this shirt that had a little polyester or some shit in it, and it felt so fucking like stretchy and comfortable, I was like, this is rules.
Yeah.
And so I wore it a lot. I didn't trust Obama at the point because I was like, this nigga just came on. And unless you were paying deeply to politics, you didn't know
right.
him at all. I was like, anyone who busts on the scene like this, never trust him, right? You just don't. You need to know more about the motherfucker. Long story short, hooked up with this girl, was wearing a Trivium shirt that night at a party. Saw her at another party, right? And I was wearing that Obama shirt. And she was like, ew, like you're an Obama. And I was casually like, well, not really. I just really like the shirt. It feels good. But after that,
That's
she
crazy.
wouldn't fucking hook up. She did not want to talk to me after that. And I was like, in my brain, I was like, first of all, let's just say I'm a black man.
Oh, Obama didn't get you no more pussy.
So
though.
Obama
Was she a white
cockblocked
girl?
me.
Was she a white girl?
White girl. So here's the thing.
First problem.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Ew, you like a fucking
Here's the thing.
black.
What was going
interracial
on? What was going on with this girl that I'm like, I'm a black guy. At default, you would probably at least think I'm a Democrat. Probably would, as a black man, I probably would support him.
Right, yeah.
So what the fuck was that to where it's like,
Surprising.
then I was like, okay, first of all, like I
It would be more surprising if it was the opposite.
That's why it was so weird. I was like, wait a minute. It was like, but you can't, like, it was confusing.
Well, there was that campaign, N-words for Romney. You remember that?
Wait, really?
Hard R.
Whatever you want, man.
If I saw that on the fucking poster aside.
Not a black soul in sight. Not a black person in sight. You're like, what the hell?
Just a tan. Just a tan man.
It's a tan Italian man.
I think he'd be so mad. Romney, like, no, they can't be for me.
What the fuck are they doing?
Romney's not that bad. Of a
Romney
guy.
is a Latter-day Saint. They do not fuck with black people at all.
Man,
He's a Latter-day.
I know, but
in
like
their lore, black people are a curse.
That's true.
is
yeah.
that true?
That
That's
is
the truth, right?
100% true.
Yeah,
Same
in-
with Mormons, right? Black people we follow.
They are Mormons.
They're-
Latter-day
Oh, they are.
Saints.
No, they are
Latter-day
Mormons.
Saints
Okay,
are
yeah,
Mormons.
yeah. Okay, I didn't know they were Mormons exactly. I
King
thought
of
they were
these
another sect.
Latter-day
It's just that's
Saints,
what they
yeah.
call themselves, the LDS. You know?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Because Mormons is too close to morons, so they changed it.
Yeah.
It's not
Crazy.
true, but I think
It is true.
And their magic underwear it just protects their cum from leaking out. That's what it's actually.
We have to stop.
They're comfortable.
Duck
imagine
hunt-
being around black people and being like, "Damn, sorry about the curse." Sorry about failing that Nat 20 save, bro. You guys are
That Nat 20 said, Duck Hunt, Aetherian, Brogerian Puncher, Nafrim, Melphus 1. I busted my hands again in the last week, but Dr. Disc was so tempting. It was too tempting. And as always, rounding out our list of top $25 and up patrons, which you can join and make us derail our conversation.
we're gonna make
This is
another
actually-
tier.
This is slowly becoming. I didn't know about that.
We're gonna.
All right, well,
$55.
All right, well-
We'll fucking talk to you for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that for $55.
I thought we were gonna play Gears.
No,
Yeah, we
you
gotta
know
do
what?
the gears.
We gotta do,
Listen,
we gotta
hold
do-
on.
Okay, go. Yeah. Hurry up. End the show. Hurry up.
Go ahead.
What do you gotta say?
This at this point, this is not even becoming like trip me up with a dyslexic name. This is becoming like derail our conversation.
Yeah.
So that's what the credits are now, and that's fine. So remember, that might even be more enticing to you. So like, if you want to, derail us, like we clearly have been. I said we were supposed to leave an hour ago.
Yeah.
Holy
well
shit,
over
that
an
is
hour.
really
So
bad.
well
well
over.
over an hour.
So pop on by, $25 and up. Get your name right on the show, and thank you, King of Haphazard, and everybody else in that tier. We'll see you.
And someone change your name to N-words for Romney.
Do Edwards at play? Why has no one done that yet?
Oh, that's true. So N-words at play, N-words for Romney. We need that.
All right,
Or the show ends.
let's get the fuck out of here.
Cock meat. Bye.
No.
Bye.
Little bitch niggas. Give me more of your money.